tainted nuts you've given. I give you all a squirrel could give you. Take my nuts, that's not living. Oh, tainted nuts.
Oh.
Tainted nuts. Love it, man. Good job. Oh, but Michelle, good job. Michelle.
Don't touch them, please. They always bruise when you squeeze. I love you, but you hurt them so.
For the bit slivers. Good
Yay,
night. Bye, everyone. Good night, everyone. Bye.
Well, the funny thing is that she's the one who introduced it to us, and now we're just like, yes. Oh, sorry. I forgot to turn off my sound.
I think people in chat have used it. I don't know who it was, but someone used it with their husband and are now having a much better relationship. I forgot who it was.
Are you
in here?
Are you saying we got a party?
Tate has been so generous. He donated a huge amount to the fundraiser. He's giving me a copy of his game Cat Rescue. He's such a supporter of me, and I'm such a supporter of him. I love his cat games. I'm giving away a copy of Cat Sudoku by him since we reached the 800, and I own Cleocatra. That was so much fun. That's such a fun game. This is his newest game that's coming.
Now I can't unsee the concept of dick roses. I will never watch.
Would the discharge be roses and something else?
Like White Claw?
Have a baby with him. You wouldn't be able to have a baby with him then.
I mean, there's always adoption.
Yeah. Roses and White Claw sounds like a fantastic romantic evening.
I just imagine
came into this, but okay.
I just imagine the scene where Benito walks on this guy and he turns around, he's got a fistful of rose petals.
Time. We're gonna do 2 Panda Boogies in a row. So Monique, Momo, if you could sing us the first. I know. I'm sorry.
I saw the fear in your eyes, Monique.
That was great. I was like, yeah, I love Monique singing. I remember those Uke videos.
We got another.
Monique is an
anthropology.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, what is so great?
That was so good.
Oh, you and your aunt just totally accusing you of cheating.
There goes Bam's eyes again. Watch Bam's eyes.
Okay, which one of you was the keymaster? Which one of you?
You scared Hans clean out of her chair.
That is angry demon.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is it my mic? Is it like?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have your.
Keep
your eggs warm. Warm up, little eggs. You'll be okay. Don't worry. We'll get through the winter together. I feel good about this.
Love it.
Oh, have a good sleep. I guess, Tom Posh.
Sorry, I hope you have your dreams. Thank you. Good night, Pom.
I hope you dream of dick roses.
Yes, Benita. Yes.
Oh dang. Okay. Okay, so the
too warm to be laughing this much.
I'm really getting hot cape earlier, and now it's not needed.
Did you say big cake? Cake?
No.
Cake.
Cake.
Cake. Cake. Oh, cake.
Yeah, I
Cake.
was cape. I have a cape, like a worn cape.
Oh, a cape. A cape. This?
Guys, I quit.
This versus.
I'm trying so hard to understand right now, and at first I'm thinking
cape. I had cape.
Like this one that you fly with? Like that one. Cape? Okay.
It goes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Exactly. My cake does not go da da da, but my cape does. Oh god.
Okay, so at first I heard.
Oh my
Michelle,
lord.
Michelle, can you do Winnie the Pooh hugs?
Winnie the Pooh hugs. Oh. What?
Please, please.
Pandemonium.
Damn, that was
I want to hear. That was fantastic.
Good night, James.
I still love Rubio.
My name is John, and I'm here to say I love tuna in a major way. I can't. It's too much.
Something went wrong. Okay.
Nothing went wrong. This is all going.
Nothing went wrong. We're still here.
Smile and
I'm
wave.
trying my best to read.
Smile and wave.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna take us off while I figure this out. Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening. Bye bye. Let's see.
Wait, I'm still here. Yes. And Silver Metal Tavern.
Back to lurking. Have fun lurking while you're working. Oh no. Oh no. Look at this. Monique, look. Oh, Tom Posh has been unseated. Oh my goodness. Wow. That was quick. He's so fickle. Riddle is just so fickle. Oh my goodness. New favorites all the time. Oh, this list is getting longer and longer. Oh, dang. Yes, Tom has been ousted. Why are you still singing to him, Roel? He just said. Yes. Bonsai cry.
Yep, there we go. Panda shark doo 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 doo. Panda shark doo 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 doo.
What happened to Amanda? Why are there two of them?
Oh, I think we lost Amanda.
There are two. There are two.
We're unsupervised.
Okay.
Oh,
Hope you guys
she's
can
back,
still hear.
she's back.
I was just plotting. I was just plotting.
Oops. Am I back? Hilarious and yeah.
We're milking tits up in here. So.
Yeah.
Because it's not actually in your hips; it's in your ankles. So
Hold on,
there's your little.
try it.
I think you should stream twerking lessons because I don't know if I have enough space because this chair.
So it's like, okay. Here, I'll show you. I'll stand a little farther back.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Friday Fun. Yay! Hello, this
Yay!
is my co-host John Gonzalez. Since I usually co-host on his Board in East LA stream.
Yeah, absolutely. How are you doing, Amanda?
I'm great. This is gonna be so much fun. How are you doing?
It's gonna be so cool. Yeah, I've been looking forward to this all week. It's gonna be awesome.
Yes.
Friday Funday is here. Probably like this is the time Friday when we like start off the weekend for everybody. So we get things going on Twitch for everybody. We're the official kickoff people of the weekend. I like to say that. Nobody else says that. I say that. And I'll fight people on a hill for that one. We're gonna kick things off, and I'm so hyped to be here.
Yes, I mean, Ray on Chat Games Edition did stream before, so maybe they're kicking us off the weekend.
Yes, she kicked it off, and we're just kicking it further. We're taking it to the next level.
Just gonna keep it and kick it until it's the weekend, and then it's Monday.
Yeah, it takes multiple people to get the weekend started. It's like a giant boulder you're rolling all
That's
week,
true, that's
and then you get to
true.
the top of the hill, and boom, we tip it over. It rolls downhill, and there's your weekend. Everybody have fun.
I'm sorry, but John is like crazy on my stream and really like out there. And
Oh,
on your
oh.
stream, yeah, on your stream. Yes,
Last week on my stream, you were Amanda was super giggly last week on my stream. She like brought the house down.
Because I mean,
No,
okay, you'll have
that's
to watch the VOD. You have to watch the VOD.
Yeah.
Yes, that was so much fun. It was the 50th anniversary of Board Denise Delay. Now John streamed
Yeah.
more streams than just 50, but it was of that specific show is the 50th episode.
Yeah, because it used to be a weekly show, and then we went to like every other week, and then we went to like once a month for a while, and so it took us a while to get to 50. But now it's every other week. Yeah, we switch it up between me and Amanda's streams on Fridays. But it's all good. Thank you so much for having me back after last week's super silly stream we had.
It was wonderful. It was wonderful.
It was.
Let's say hi to people. Hi, Benno, Steen, and Borging Feast. And what's Eric Yoko? What's Eric playing? I was about to say like, what up, Eric? I don't know how to say this.
What up, Eric?
What up, Eric?
Yeah.
Hi, Tantarolas. And then Quaid Reigns in the house. And of course, James Brazil. It's not a stream without James Brazil in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh.
All the friends are here. Thanks for joining us.
James says, Panda, did John tell you Diddy is back? Diddy? Sing me a little ditty. Not just ditties.
Ditties are back.
Ditties are back,
Ditties
y'all.
are back.
Ditties are
Yeah.
back.
So save up your points on my channel. The ditties are back. The ditties are songs that I play for people that I make up based on whatever they want me to make up the song about. They're not always great, but they're always free.
What are you talking about? Also, if you're going to Dice Tower West, John, are you gonna bring your
Yeah, if you see me at Dice Tower West with my traveling guitar, just like if you give me $1, I'll throw it. Well, don't throw it at me. Don't throw it at me. I want to keep some dignity. Give me $1, and then I'll play you a ditty of like 10 seconds. I don't know. Amanda came up with that idea, and I'm kind of regretting it, but I think we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it.
Go with it, y'all. We're gonna
Yeah.
go with it. I mean, I was thinking of doing like a ticketing system, and we can do Panda boogies and stuff. So that'd be fun.
Well, if I'm doing the guitar thing, the ditties, you should do that. Like,
Okay.
We got to do a little exchange.
What? Wait, Eric says, if there's one thing we've never said about Amanda, it's super giddy. Yeah, I'm just like in real life, I'm totally stone-faced. You can't get.
You're the most
emotion.
stoic person I know. Like very, just like you're usually like in the comedy team. You're the straight person. You're never breaking character. You're always on focus.
You can't even say that with a straight face.
I can't even say that. No.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, that was a great stream. I still need to record it for my own. Or John, if you could download it and send it to me, your stream. I wanna have that in my personal archive.
Oh, last week's stream?
Yeah.
I deleted that. That's gone.
No,
that's
no,
gone.
you did not.
It was like us laughing for like 40 minutes.
It was great. I need it. I need it for my clips, okay? I need it for my clips. Hi, Panda Games. Good to see you. Yes. Oh, does John accept coins? Will you accept a $1 coin? Go.
Don't throw coins at me. Amanda, you're gonna get me injured at the con.
Don't injure John, okay, everyone.
Yeah.
Hi, Dino Corgi. Good to see you. Time to break a 5. Yeah, toss the bill to your streamer. Oh, con goers aplenty. That's very good.
Nice.
Hey, you should sing that. You should just bard that while you're walking around. And
I could try to learn that. Yeah, it shouldn't be hard.
Yeah. Hello, Misty Mountain Girl. How are you doing? Welcome in, everyone. Hi, Phantom Meeple. My co-host for the Panda Phantom Show. Yes. Yes. What's Eric playing? What's Eric playing is being naughty. Yeah. 100 pennies? No, please don't. Oh my gosh, today we have a very special show. As you can see, we have Ray from CGE and Matt Riddle, the designer of Three Sisters, in the house. Let's get those wonderful people on. Hello, everyone!
Hello!
How are you all doing?
Great. I'm super excited to learn a new game today, so thank you for having me.
Yeah, Ray's the only person that hasn't played this in our group, and this is gonna be fun. How are you doing, Matt?
I'm awesome. I super appreciate being here. I was saying beforehand, for those of you watching, I do apologize for any gaps. It's been a while since this live stuff's stressful. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how you guys do, how y'all do it, because I'm like, oh no, people are watching right now. Like you can't edit me screwing up, so we'll have to just do our best.
The great thing about live streaming is that people know you're gonna screw up. They anticipate the screw ups. So no one's going to ever say anything about,
You almost get more of a free ride for live streaming because you're like, it's live. I can't do it. Like, it happens, you know, like if there's mess ups in a YouTube video, people will be like, oh, why didn't you redo that? Why didn't you, you know, edit that out? With live streaming,
yeah, exactly.
I like it.
No, I'm excited. It might be my first one. I'm thinking really hard, and I think I've been in the chat a few times where I've watched, you know, like John referenced earlier, I watched John before last year playing Three Sisters, I believe, and but I think it's my first one. So welcome or congratulations or whatever's appropriate.
Yeah, welcome to you. Like awesome. That's so awesome. We get to do this with you. Your first time on stream.
Welcome. Celebrate.
Nice.
Thank you so much, Matt. I feel so special.
Yeah.
Hello, Chai and Games. That's Ronak over there in India. Have you heard of this game? Because this game is so awesome. I hope you'll be able to watch and then maybe bring it over to your cafe and you can teach people this game. Designed by Matt Riddle from Motor City Games. It is also designed by Ben Pitchback, so I'm gonna say it's a co-design. Let's see. Okay. Board Game Feast, what did you have for lunch? Because it's not a board game stream without us talking about food. Ray, what did you just have for lunch? I know you just had for lunch too.
Ramen, because I had about 15 minutes. So I made myself some spicy ramen and it was delicious. So, yeah.
Do you like adding, like, people add like a slice of American cheese into spicy ramen? And then it gets creamy and melty.
Very skeptical of that idea. I'd try it. I mean, I would try just about any ramen, but
it does cut the spice. You should only add it to like really spicy ramen, but it does kind of cut the spice and it just makes it really creamy and stuff. So
I have never put cheese in my ramen. Now I'll try that though. I'll try that next time. I have ramen very often for lunch, so I have many opportunities to try it.
Awesome. Yeah. Eric says another time, but I've never played Chrono Cross. I'm hyped through the roof. What's
sorry to come into your chat and just yell at Eric Yurko about Chrono Cross. That's all I've said in chat is just me and Eric yelling at each other. So we need to talk about Chrono Cross.
Is that a new CGE game?
No, so Chrono Cross is it's like an old JRPG that was originally, so it's the sequel to Chrono Trigger, which is my favorite RPG of all time.
Oh my goodness, I love Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, I'm a big like retro gaming nerd. So Chrono Trigger on the SNES and then Chrono Cross was on the PS1. It was like a sequel, but they use the term sequel very loosely because they're two very different games, and they're remaking it now, and I have feelings. Boy, howdy, if CGE got the Chrono Trigger. Oh my, Eric, you would explode. I would explode. I would die if we could make something that was Chrono related license. Oh my god, that.
So those of you who do not know, Ray mainly streams on the CGE channel, but she also streams on her personal channel and streams retro video games. So I popped both of those links. Go follow her everywhere for that.
Thanks, Amanda. I appreciate it.
Board Game Feast had Bubble Waffle Cafe. Not sure if that's a chain. I have some dessert places and boba tea places that have bubble waffles. So they're waffles, but instead of the square, they're little balls, and you can put like red bean in the middle of the balls of dough, but it's like connected by a crunchy bit of dough.
Ooh.
Yeah. And it's really good. People put mochi inside, people put custard. Yeah, but it's using that waffle, structure and batter, but it's really good. I like it. Yeah. Matt, are you a big video gamer?
I am. So I mostly play, as I've gotten older, I tend to play things that are a little bit easier, lighter. But by that I mean like Assassin's Creed and kind of things that tell you where to go. Like I used to play the old school RPGs where you would wander through the desert for 12 hours trying to figure out what to do next. I don't have the patience for that anymore. As I play so intermittently that I don't remember what I was doing when I sit back down. So I need that big blinking light to tell me go to the left and follow the so you follow the node and it pretty much runs you to the next quest. And so that's all of my gaming is PC gaming. I haven't had a console since PS3 I think. So I miss those days. Back then I was again a lot of RPGs. A lot of Madden, frankly. I was never a big FPS person, just because I wasn't very good at them. So, but nowadays, it's pretty much I'll say the AAA type titles. I don't have the energy, I guess, or the patience to dive into the indie scene as often, just because my time is a little more limited. So I just play the things I know I'm gonna like. That said, I know it's not an indie game, but Portal 2 is the most amazing game ever created or designed on Earth. So anything in that vein, I'll try as well. And there's quite a few pretty good indie ones along those those physical puzzlers. So I'll try those too. So that's pretty much it. It's funny, I don't solo game. I design we designed solo stuff for Three Sisters and things. But if I'm gonna sit down by myself, I'm just gonna play a video game. I'm not gonna pull a board game.
Same boat. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I love the idea of it, and I have tried. It's not gonna happen for me.
Yeah.
Eric also is debating on getting the Portal City series for the Switch again, because it would be fun to replay. And Quaid says Portal 1 and 2 are coming to Switch, so yeah.
Interesting.
The most
oh no, I need to
You're going into dangerous territory if we want to talk about retro games. I will just say the best thing coming to Switch is finally Earthbound is getting another port, and it's finally coming to Switch, and I'm very excited. If anyone is a big retro RPG nerd and you haven't played Earthbound, change that. It's on Switch now. Go do it.
Okay.
Go do it. It's the best.
It's really good. It's such a weird little RPG. Like I like it so much. I haven't been able to finish it though. I started it when it came out. Didn't finish it. Started it as an adult. Didn't finish it. It's a lot of the parts are like a little bit grindy and there's a weird difficulty spike sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's super fun. It's like unlike any other RPG of the time, I think.
Yeah, like gameplay wise, it definitely does get grindy, and it's not an easy game to play gameplay wise. I just love the aesthetic and the story. It's like the most surreal thing you'll experience like on the SNES, and I love that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, the music's so great. It's so trippy.
It's just, trippy is a good word for it. That whole game kind of feels like a weird, surrealist nightmare, and I love that so much. I'm all about a good surrealist nightmare, so. I won't rant too much about retro games, but because I could talk about it forever. I won't, but I could. Just let everyone know that I could, and I'm refraining.
I need to find so we have a Switch that doesn't get used super often, but I need to find something because I've been playing Mario Odyssey for like a year because I play it for like an hour or two every month, and I love it. It's fun.
Yeah.
And you go find the purple stars, and you get the levels it's pretty easy. I tried, but I need to find something else I can play on there, so I'll have to look into that one. Maybe I'm ready to go backwards in time to a more old school RPG. We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, you were saying how.
Yeah,
I was about to suggest like that Dragon Quest 11 is really good because I have the same problem where I'll stop playing an RPG and then come back to it and I have no idea what's happening. Yeah. So that one actually, every time you boot it up, it catches you up, and it has a lot of it'll point you where you're supposed to go, and it's very much like Dragon Quest hasn't really changed a whole lot over the years. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of just like one of those old school RPGs that kind of stay the same. Okay. But now the graphics are amazing. There's so much to do. It's a really great JRPG if you're interested in that one.
Okay, I will check it out actually. I'm always looking for something.
So before we go any further, Panic Games has redeemed a Panda Boogie, and for those of you who've never been on my stream, I sing a little ditty. And then we do a little boogie with our arms and our upper bodies. And it's really quick and really fun, and it gets us moving and laughing, and yeah. Oh, and Phantom Meeple redeemed it too. Okay, I need to change that so that it's only one redemption for like half an hour or something. But we'll make it a double for you all, okay? So are you ready, Matt? Are you okay with this? Okay, cool. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Panda boogie, doo-doo, panda boogie, doo-doo, panda boogie with retro video games. Woo, woo, woo. And panda boogie, doo-doo, panda boogie, doo-doo, panda.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna do the worm on the floor. Oh, it's perfect. It's a perfect worm. You can't see it, but it's perfect. Whew, I'm back. All right, that was
with
like
the
textbook.
perfect worm, y'all. There
Yeah.
you
I've never seen Panda Boogie inflation in real time. Eric, you're my favorite person. I swear.
Eric is hilarious.
Everything Eric says is funny. Like that's it's just fact. I have yet to be disproven.
And if you ever see him at a con, like ask him what goodies he has in his rooms in terms of food, because sometimes he'll bring like cookies or sausage rolls that we had in packs, and I'm like, yes, and then of course I bring my cookies, and so it's like a
Your
feast.
cookie, I think I said this in the CG stream. Your cookie literally saved me at what was it, PAX U. I had somehow scheduled myself for back-to-back meetings and didn't have any time for lunch. And you came by and you're like, you had cookies, and I like looked at them and I was like, do you have any left? And I even gave you one. You gave me like one of those little baggies. Yeah. And anyways,
Nice.
you were the only reason I was coherent in my final meetings of that day.
I'm so glad. I think Suzanne said that too, that people forget to eat. And then it just...
Convention time is weird. Your brain literally like it all melts together. Like I'm a very food oriented person. I never forget to like eat a meal normally, except at conventions where all of a sudden it's 3 p.m. and you don't realize you're hungry. There's some weird adrenaline situation happening where you just kind of forget to eat. So having friends who bring by food and remind you to eat are the best convention friends, in my opinion. They're very important to have.
Definitely. I mean, it's gonna be, it's harder during the pandemic because you can't really snack and stuff like, in front of others. But, it's always good where someone's like, let's have a meeting over food. So like my meeting with Pandasaurus, I was like, Danny, do you want ice cream? So we went and grabbed some ice cream. It was warm. And so we walked outside and stuff, and it was wonderful. So, yeah. If I ever have meetings, maybe we'll go get something, a snack.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
You're not going, CG's not going to Dice Tower West, correct?
We are not going to Dice Tower West. The next con for me is Gamma, for cons. Yeah, it's my first Gamma. I'm excited. I've never been.
Ooh, nice. Matt, do you go to cons often?
I did. It's been a bit. So I think through 2000 and we started, I'm not going to tell the whole story, but my first con ever was when Fleet was released, and I had never done any of this before. And it was, we were going there to, I believe it was Gen Con. It was definitely Gen Con. And that was like 2012 or 13. And it's funny because I remember walking in and there was like this blue telephone booth next to the booth. I'm like, why is there a telephone booth in the middle of the like gaming space? And it was the TARDIS. And I had never heard of Doctor Who. Like I was, again, I kind of was late. I was a later, sort of late into life in a lot of this stuff. And that was like my first kind of, we'll say, nerd experience from like, oh, okay, I learned about the TARDIS. I learned about the Dalek and stuff. And so that was, and from then on to about 2019, we were at pretty much, Origins and Gen Con every year, most years, with a few exceptions, family stuff, and then a couple unpubs, and then not since then. I have not been into any con. I really want to. I'm going to try to get to Origins this year. That would be my first one in quite a while.
Ooh, nice.
And that's my hope. So it's my daughter's a senior. She's got a lot of stuff going on. So, the summer gets a little, we'll see. But she's been going for a couple of years with me. So I'm hoping that we can do one last hurrah, so to speak, before college. So we'll see.
That's so
that would be fun.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do a little bit of this real quick. Skill submit. Okay. Yeah. So Quaid says to bring fruit like oranges and apples that you can just peel and eat. I mean, that's very smart. Tanturalis says beware of gamma ray She might turn you into a
Coming
Hulk.
for you. You never know.
Fun.
That was a tough one.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh, okay. So Eric says reasonable. I tend to bring my own breakfast and have that before I hit the con floor. I need a big breakfast. Then that helps me get through the day.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Big breakfast person.
Yep.
And a nice cup of coffee too, because
otherwise, Starbucks is very important at cons, but it's also very, very busy at most cons.
Yeah. I'm worried about that.
Oh, Eric. So do you buy muffins? Like, do you just buy a whole tray? You should just get a tray of like Costco muffins and just have that on hand. That might be.
Oh my god! Learning that Eric doesn't drink coffee—that's actually shocking to me. I don't believe that at all. You're lying. You're lying to me, Eric.
Oh my goodness.
That can't be true.
Yeah, right. Because Eric just has so full of energy, running around everywhere, and to not have caffeine in his system is just crazy. Oh yeah, you drink orange juice, I think. Remember? Because I roomed with Eric at PAX, so I'm just like, yeah. Very interesting. Very interesting. I don't know how anyone can live and be, human without caffeine. So
no, I don't. I'm not fun.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so today, y'all, we are going to be playing Three Sisters. Check that out. I do have, because I need more journaling space than it says on here. But this is a really fun roll and write from Motor City Gameworks, designed by Matt and his friend Ben Pinchback, and it has just been delivered to all the Kickstarter backers. It's coming to retail soon. Please go check it out. If you like this playthrough, it is a very combo-y board game, roll and write. So that's why I think it's one of my favorites. It looks very complicated, but don't worry, it's not that complicated, y'all. And I will be teaching. Matt's going to be chiming in if I mess anything up, so that'll be good. Ben says I can live without coffee, but it'd be a sad, desolate life.
Same. I feel you.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, so because Ray has not played this, I'm going to do a full teach. It is only 8 rounds, okay? So it's not going to go extra long, because of all the combos, but some people's turns can go pretty long, so just to let you know that. Dino Corgi says, you say this, but there's space for math. I don't know if this is a very mathy game or not. I don't think it really is. But there's this little rondelle that's going to happen. We have dice, of course, that we're going to roll. And check that out. They have pumpkins on them. I love that so much. They're super cute.
Nice.
And what's going to happen is I'm going to roll dice. And then we're going to place them. I do believe the pumpkins are ones. Yes, ones.
Correct, yeah.
And I'm going to place them on these different spots. So there is, based on, the number on the pip. So we're going to group them by number, and then I'll place them on the spots. And then Edith will move to the next spot over, and then it'll keep on going around and around like that. What's gonna happen is you're going to take one of these dice and you're going to do a garden action and a rondelle action. So a garden action based on the number that's on the dice, and then whatever's on the actual rondelle. So what are the actions you can take? A garden action is going to be plant or water, okay? So there is this plant and water, there is, so this is basically what a garden action is. What is gonna happen is, let me change my view real quick. This is the sheet a little bit clearer. It is on a PDF just so that you can see. This is part of the sheet, so it's half of this first sheet. Anyways, this is your garden. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna plant. When you plant, you're gonna start by, you always go mark things off from bottom to top, left to right. So when you plant, you take the die pip value and you look in that plot. So there's 1, 2, 3, all the way to 6 on the garden. You're gonna look in that plot, and then you're gonna mark off, I do believe it's 3 plants, is that correct? Or 2?
2.
2. Okay. So you can either grow 2 different plants by marking off the bottom, plant them, or you can grow them by marking off the next section up. These 3-point tall ones are all corn. The 2 little ones are beans. So you cannot grow a bean until the corn is at least 2 squares tall. And then there is pumpkins. So if you see there's a 3 pumpkin over here, this 3 pumpkin needs 4 to completely grow, but you can also start a pumpkin. So when you take your garden action, you can plant 2. So that means you can plant 2 different, start 2, you can grow 2, or you can, mark off 2 in the same plant. So just mark off 2 from the bottom to top. Or you can water. Water means you're going to grow every single plant you've already started in that one section. So if I've already marked off this corn and this corn, I would just grow them by marking off the next square up. Any questions, Ray?
I think I'm good so far.
Okay. So
just to clarify, sorry,
yes.
sorry, Amanda.
No, you're good.
So planting, when you take the plant action, you get to do 2 plantings, which is the bottom space only. So you can never grow something with the plant action. You can only take that bottom box. So you can pick any 2 that you want, either 2 corns, a corn and a pumpkin, or once the beans are available, you can do 2 beans, corn and a bean, whatever it might be. So you can do any combination of the bottom boxes of 2. But that's the only thing you can ever use plant for. The water action you described perfectly, right? Everything in that zone goes up 1 box, whether it be 2 things or 5 things, however many you have in that zone, they're all going to go up 1 box.
Excellent. Sorry,
just to clarify.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. I definitely need that clarification. Okay. Now you see there is these iris, hydrangea, tulips. Those are perennials. You will get that for free if both of the pumpkins on either side of it is fully grown. So this one's marked off, all 3s are marked off, then you automatically mark off a hydrangea, and then you would mark off the bottom of that hydrangea perennial section. Does that make sense, Ree?
That I did not follow.
Okay, so
when you say you mark off the bottom, what are we talking about?
So on the bottom of this sheet, there is a perennial section. And they have tulips, hydrangeas, iris, hyacinth, crocus, and daffodils. You'll mark these from bottom to top. So when you take a perennial action, there's 2 ways. One way is if you complete the pumpkins on either side of a perennial. So if you look right here, there's a hydrangea right here, in between this 5 and 4. Can you see that on your sheet? If you finish growing the pumpkin that's 2 tall and the pumpkin that's 1 tall on either side of it, then you can mark off this hydrangea for free and then go to the hydrangea section in the perennials and mark off the next from the bottom.
Okay.
I got that. Okay, so when you mark off the perennials, it'll give you extra stuff you can do. So when you finish them, you get the points at the top. But when you mark them off, if they say like raspberry, then you can mark off 1 raspberry, and I'll talk about that in a minute. There's these yellow squares, those are goods, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, you'll be marking off extra actions on your next sheet. So looking at the next sheet, you have your apiary, which is your bees and honey and wax. You have your shed actions. You have your fruit, trees and bushes, your journaling area, and your goods and your compost. So let's take these one by one. Let's go to goods. So whenever you mark off any section that has goods underneath it or to the side, you can mark off that number of goods. There's also a space on the rondelle. When you hit a star, that means you can do 1 extra action, which is mark off 1 thing in any space except for your garden. So you can mark off 1 thing in the shed, 1 thing in the apiary, or the fruit, or the perennials, anything except for the garden. Okay? So that's for when you hit the stars, you would get to do that right away. Compost, Matt, do we start with 1 compost?
We do, yep.
Okay. What compost is that you can change the dye value plus or minus 1.
Okay.
Do they wrap, Matt?
It does, yep.
Okay.
So it's basically moving you can think of it as moving zones around the garden.
Yeah.
So if you were in 3, you can go to 2 or 4. If you're in 6, you can go to 1 or 5.
Yeah.
Okay. The fruit trees, you're going to mark left to right. And basically, apples just give you victory points. They are cumulative. So if you mark off the first 4 on apples, you get 6 points. Peaches, what they do is they allow you to water your garden. So you'll pick one section of your choice and just water every plant that's already there. Okay?
Okay.
Blackberries are points as well, and then raspberries give you goods and points at the on some of them. So if you mark off a raspberry, you're gonna mark off 3 goods in the goods section. Okay?
Sure.
Apiaries are a little interesting. You mark from bottom to top. So you start with this square, and then you mark off, and then you can mark off 1 fruit of your choice. Okay? And then you go to the next one, and then... Oh, wait. Matt, do you mark off fruit, or do you get score fruit? You mark off fruit, correct?
Yep. It's just pretty much everything. It's just free actions other places.
Yeah.
It's always, you're pointing somewhere else. Get here, go here. And so you totally got it right, 100%.
Excellent. When you get up here, you're going to split it. So you're going to decide, do you want to start wax, honey, or split hives? The wax gives you goods. Okay, which might give you extra stuff. They all give you points. The split hive, when you go further, it tells you extra stuff. So you can plant in any one zone, which means you plant 2 plants. So the bottom, you mark off 2 bottom sections. Fruit is mark off 3 fruit in the fruit zone, and that stuff. Sheds give you special abilities and end game scoring. So it's going to be from left to right. You just decide. If you mark off start your pie safe, you're gonna mark off the leftmost. If you mark off the circle as well, then you'll get 3 points, and you get 1 good per apple or peach you harvest, which means you mark off. So anytime you mark off an apple, you get to add a good. And then if you...
Okay, so that's so once you've completed the pie safe, which means you've crossed off both the square and the circle, you now have that as an ability, as a constant thing. If forever you get to mark off a good when you... And harvesting just means you mark something off?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to be clear for apples, it's when you do a circle. So basically, you can think of circles as the triggers. So the squares are generally null. That helps think about it that way. So, blackberries and raspberries are all circles, but for apples and peaches, it's when you hit one of those circles that's considered
That's the harvest.
Yeah, and the same thing on the, to go back to the garden for a quick
second.
So
corn and,
Yep. When you get to the top, that circle means that you've harvested that corn, bean, or pumpkin. And as Amanda noted, the corn and beans are worth points, the pumpkins are worth goods. So it's immediate, right? So points happen at the end of the game, goods happen immediately.
Sure. And just real quick, goods you mark them down bottom left, and they... when you get to the star, you get to...
Do 1 more action that's not a good.
Yes.
That's not a grow or garden action. So whenever you hit a star, you get to mark off 1 thing anywhere except for in your garden.
And do they also translate to points goods, or are they just to try to get you closer to the stars to allow you to take more actions?
And they trigger off an action on the Rondelle called the Farmer's Market, which gets you other free stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you look at, basically the sheds is, if you've marked off the circle, you get that ability. And like the fruit bowl or the string trimmer or the new tractor, is just points at the end of the game. So we can answer any questions if you're going to mark off any of those. Now let's go to the Rondelle actions so that you guys can see what those are. So I've talked about garden, right? Garden is just plant or water. Shed time means you're just going to mark off 1 in your shed. Okay, 1 of the circles left to right. Compost and 4 goods means you mark off 1 compost that you can use. So you put a little dot, and then when you use it, you just cross it off. And then you can mark off 4 goods. If marking off 4 goods covers a star, then you can mark off another. You have another action that's not gardening. Okay. Next is apiary or fruit. Basically, you're going to mark off 1 in the apiary section or in the fruit section. Shed time's the same. Apiary fruit's the same. The farmer's market, it depends on the number of goods you have. You'll look here on this, and if I have John and Ray has the PDF, so they can see it clearer. But for 0 goods, you get to mark off 1 compost. For 4 or more goods, you get a perennial action, which means you're going to mark off one of these perennials from bottom to top, do whatever it needs says, and you get 1 compost. Okay? If you have 20 or more, now you can do a fruit action and a perennial. If you do 35 or more, you get 2 perennials and a compost, and so on and so on. Does that make sense, Ray?
I think so. The only thing that I don't quite get is when you talk about the perennial actions, the only ways to mark off perennials are by getting the 2 pumpkins on either side on your garden and doing that thing in the farmer's market. Are those the only ways to do?
Exactly.
Okay,
Yep.
just checking.
Or,
Making sure I didn't
or
miss
the
anything.
or the star actions.
Yeah.
Or the star actions. Gotcha.
Yeah, these good actions. So there's 3 ways. The star actions on the goods, on either side of the middle ones in the pumpkins, and then in the farmer's market.
Okay.
Kentucky Fried Dice, welcome in. You sold me on it. Can't wait to get it here. Yes,
Yay.
welcome in. And hi, Lone Shark. Sorry I didn't say hi earlier. Welcome in. Oh my goodness, so good to see you all. Okay, and did I miss anything else in the thing? Have a good lurk to anyone who's lurking while working. We're going to be playing a fun game. So, okay, so after everyone's drafted a die, there is 5, but we have 4 players. The 5th die that gets left, everyone gets to do both the garden action and the Rondelle action of the 5th die that's left. So every turn you're gonna at least have 2. Then at the end of the round, we will do the round action. So we only have 8 rounds. The first one is that everyone will get to do a shed. The second one is rain. Rain is different from watering. Watering is only a single plot. Rain is the whole garden. You get to grow every single thing that you've already started in your whole garden. Then we'll get to do farmers markets, rains, and sheds, and so on. So I'll call those out when it happens. So what questions do y'all have?
I think it looks like it's a lot of stuff that lets you do other stuff, and I think I will be able to follow that pretty well. I mean, it looks like it's pretty self-explanatory now that I get the basics. The only thing I'm a little on is how the Rondelle works, but I'm assuming you'll kind of walk us through that.
Yes.
And what I need to do and when. But what's on my sheet, it looks like it all kind of references itself, so I think I get it.
Yeah, and the icons are very clear that it's cool. It's just that the goods are the same color. Well, the goods and pumpkins are the same color, and the pumpkins give you goods anyway. So
I think that's perfectly clear. I'm not seeing anything I don't understand.
Okay, cool. So
I think the only sorry, Amanda.
No,
the only thing I was gonna say, I think is something that isn't always clear when you first learn it, is that you are getting both of those actions when you choose a dice. So you're getting the plant and water action in the zone of the die you chose, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, and the Rondelle action, which sometimes could be another plant or water, but could also be whatever you were on. So when you're drafting your dice, it's really triggering 2 actions.
Yes.
It's triggering the plant or water action in the zone with the number on it, and triggering the space action, so to speak, the Rondelle action, based on the space you draft from.
Yes.
So when Amanda sets those dice around the Rondelle and organizes them, it's really creating an action selection so that okay, I want that action, but that comes with a 4 this time, and you may or may not want to plant and water in 4. So you have to make a decision on, would I rather have a more optimal number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, depending on the dice that roll, or the more optimal action of the die that I'm drafting on. And then, as Amanda said very clearly, at the end of the round, we all get to do both of the actions with that associated leftover die. So you're basically always going to plant and water twice and take 2 Rondelle actions every round.
And you can do that in any order. So Tan had a question. Do you do the Rondelle first or the garden? You can do it in any order, which is why there's a good journaling section, because you can do one thing that gives you like another action, but you can wait on that other action until you do your Rondelle action, and then you might have like 3 or 4 actions now that you can do, which then triggers another action. So that's why I have extra paper so that I can write down when I have extra stuff. But yeah, that's why it's good to have a pencil or something. But yeah, so for like when I played it on a PDF, I would just paint and glue the circle, but then I would like mark off somewhere else that I have extra actions. That's the great comboing part. And so that everyone, it's clear, I will be talking through my terms.
Yeah, I think once I see you take a turn, it'll. I'm a little fuzzy on how the dice drafting will work in practice, but I think I'll get it. And if I am confused, I will tell you.
I'm gonna put the pumpkin on the start player right under our name, so I'll be the start player for the first round, and then we'll move it from round to round. We're gonna do this, and we'll answer any questions as we go. So I just roll it, and then I will put it in order. So group them by like, and then in number order. So this is the 1's going to shed time, 2's going to compost and goods, 3's going to apiary and fruit, and then 5 is going to shed time. So now Edith, the farmer, goes to farmer's market, and now we can draft. Okay, so if I take the 1 in the shed time, I will be able to grow 2 of the things that are in the 1 plot of the garden, and I can mark off 1 thing in the shed. If I took the 2 and the 1 compost and 4 goods, I would mark off 2 plants to plant them in the number 2 plot of the garden. I will get 1 compost and 4 goods. If I take a 3 die, I would get to mark off 1 thing in the apiary or fruit, and then I have to plant in the 3rd, and then the 5th die is in the 5th plot, and then I can do a shed time. Okay, so let me decide what I want to do.
And when you move the Edith farmer, what does that mean? Does it mean we?
It just means the next round, we're gonna start with apiary and fruit and go around.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, makes sense.
I think I'll just choose one. I'll give everyone. Well, should I give everyone? Yeah, I'll give everyone more options. I will do the 2. I'm gonna take a 2 die. So that means in my 2 spot, I'm going to choose 2 to start. So I'm going to plant a pumpkin. And yes, I'm using a marker, y'all. There's no going back for me. And then I will plant a corn. So I planted 2 things.
Do you always get to plant 2 things in the designated plot, or is that dictated by like the number on your dice?
So the garden action, which is what the number on the dice, you have to do the plot that is the number of the dice that you took. Okay, so I took a 2, so I have to do it in the number 2 plot. And then the garden action is either plant 2 plants, which means mark off the bottom square of 2 plants, or water that plot. So any plants I had already previously planted, I can make them grow. Okay. So that was the garden action of that die that I drafted. Now I do the compost and the 4 goods. So I basically mark off 1 compost, and I'm going to mark off 4 goods. I should do this. And it does not hit the star just yet, so I don't get an extra action. Does that make it clear? Okay, excellent. So now, John, it is your turn. What die do you want to draft?
I think I'll take. Let's see.
Hi, Old Man Coaster. Yes, 3 sisters. With Matt Riddle, one of the designers. Did I start Edith on the wrong one, Matt? I started.
Yeah, that's okay though. It wasn't. It starts. And actually, this is something that probably was clarified after the one that you're playing.
Okay.
You actually start the dice for the next Rondelle on the same space as Edith. So for next round, the first die will go on Farmer's Market. So yeah, basically, you start Edith on apiary fruit, and would be the first. For the beginning of the game, I should say, you would put the Edith on apiary fruit, and that's where the lowest value would go, and you go from there. But it doesn't matter from this perspective of what we're doing. It's action selection, so they're all available. No worries at all. But yeah, in future rounds though, when you move Edith to the end, that's where the first die will go. When you do the next Rondelle. So
gotcha.
The lowest value will go on Farmer's Market next round.
Excellent. Thank you for the clarification. Yeah.
I was gonna get to that one after, but it was no big deal for what we for what we're doing so far. Everything's perfect.
Okay, good. Because I am kind of remembering rules from when I was playing it for the Kickstarter campaign, and things happen.
I love that's you were talking earlier about how things change over time, and you might have seen me ruffling around pulling the rule book out because I couldn't remember where we ended up, and it was one of those things we clarified. Frankly, Amanda, after a lot of folks like y'all had played it, as a preview, and that was a rule that we needed to really make sure we specified on how, because all you're doing is shifting the the dice around the rondelle.
Yeah.
But the way you do it, your people were skipping spaces, or some folks you'd end up with the same. So we just had to make sure we coded it in a way that you were just moving. All it does is start start your next dice selection, whatever part of the rondelle. All she does is keep you moving.
Yes.
So.
Oman Coaster says, I really fell in love with the combos. It's a must buy for me. It was for me as well. John, did you figure out what die you're going to
Yes. I'll take the 1, please.
The 1? Oh, he's smart because we are going to shed time at the end of the round. So he's going to plant in plot 1. Plant or rain, but since there's nothing on our sheet just yet, he's gonna plant 2 in plot 1, and then he's gonna do a shed time action. So Matt, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna take one of those 3s off the apiary fruit.
Okay.
So I'll check my box in apiary fruit, and I'll plant a couple things in
garden 3.
In the garden, zone 3.
So Ray, what would you like to do? Oh, and wait, why is there more dice than necessary? Did I roll too many dice? There's 5, right?
There are 6 dice.
Oh, yeah, but
I rolled too many.
You said no. You said the rule correctly. It's the lowest.
Oh.
Hold on.
The lowest one that's not taken.
Yeah, the lowest left over. There's 2 extra dice just so that the 4th player's got choices.
Oh.
But then you lose the lowest remaining die is the one that we all get to share.
Cool.
Dang it! I was hoping for that 5, but that's okay. John, no, I'm just kidding.
I'm going to do the same thing that Matt did. I'm going to take that 3, so I get to just mark off 1 square in apiary and fruit. Is that correct?
1 square in apiary fruit.
In this case, the very bottom one.
And could I mark off a fruit?
Yes,
as well,
you could.
Or
no, it's or.
I mean, instead.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will do the apiary.
Oh my goodness, we're getting raided by M Peoples. Hello, M
Hey!
Peoples. M Peoples
Yo.
is another
Love
streamer
M. Peoples
that loves doing roll and writes and playthroughs with friends and chat. So, M Peoples, what were you playing today? Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Amanda Panda. Those of you who don't know, we have my co-host John Gonzalez, and Matt Riddle is the co-designer of the game we are playing, Three Sisters, and we have Ray from CGE in the house. So, welcome in. Hi, Wim the Webmaster, and yeah, how are you all doing? Matt, oh wait, Ray, you took that? Okay, so now
and then I get
to
real quick.
Yes.
Because I did the apiary and fruit, and that was a 3. I also get to grow 2 plants in my 3 section. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Cool beans.
Yep.
And those could be pumpkins.
Yes.
Yep.
They just
Yep.
cannot
So basically,
be beans until the corn grows to 2.
Sure. Gotcha.
Just you'll notice like the boxes for the beans are spaced upwards. And just for anyone listening that cares, that's actually thematic. The part of the Three Sisters is that the pumpkins are on the outside edge and they're protecting your garden, and then the beans use the corn stalks as a lattice to grow up the corn stalks. So until the corn's a certain height, then the beans start growing and they start wrapping around the corn stalks to get off the ground and protect them from animals and bugs and get them more sun and stuff. So that was kind of part of the deal with the theme.
Yes.
All right, I am done now, I think.
Okay, excellent. So everyone gets to have a 2 garden action and a 1 cup compost and 4 goods. So this is where we get a little bit of a comboing for me. So I'm going to do the 1 compost, the Rondelle action first, and 4 goods. So I did cross off a star, so I get another action anywhere except for my garden. So I need to remember I have a garden and I have an action. So I'm going to take the action. I'm going to do it for a shed since we are going to be getting another shed action at the end of this round. So, what should I do?
So we get to compost?
Yeah, so you just
And-
mark off one of the composts with a little dot, and then you can always use the compost to change the dye value by 1.
Okay, so we get 1 compost. What else did we get? I'm sorry.
4 goods?
4 goods.
Yes, and then the number 2 plot. So
And the number. When you say that, what do you mean by that? Like we get to
number 2 garden action. So in the number 2 plot of your garden, you can either grow 2 or you can grow, or you can make it water and grow everything. I'm sorry, plant 2 and then you can either grow. I am trying to decide. After rain, I can water a zone, or I can get more I'm going to do a pie save because I do love my pie saves. So that was my free action from my goods. Now I have to garden in the number 2 plot. I am going to plant some more corn. Okay. Did everyone do that?
I think so.
Yes. Ooh, Win the Windmaster and JoJo might be playing this soon.
Ooh.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay, everyone good? Okay, so then I take the dice off.
Yes.
Now we do the round action, which is shed. So mark off 1 shed action. I am going to finish my pie save, which gives me 3 points at the end of the game. And now I need to remember every time I get an apple, peach, when I mark off the circles, then I get an extra good. What did you do, John? Did you finish a shed? I feel like you.
Yeah, I finished my rain barrel.
Ooh.
Oh.
A rain barrel says after rain you get to water a zone. There is rain coming up, so John's looking ahead, which is really nice.
Let's go. Let's get that rain.
Hi, Dutch Yoda. Okay, so now we're in round 2. We're going to be ring. I'm going to roll all the dice. Level up. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. Oh, we have a wide variety now. 4, 5. So 1's going into the farmer's market. 2 is going to apiary fruit. 3 is going to plant or water, so you could double garden. Then we have a shed time, and we have compost, and then that's going to apiary fruit. Okay. So next it's going to be John. Oh, where did that go?
All right, let me get that pumpkin, yo.
Yep, the pumpkin's coming to you. There you go.
All right.
What are you gonna do, John?
Let's say you said the 3
is in plant and water, so that means you could do 2 garden actions.
Cool, I'll do that. I'll take the 3.
Okay. And then you can plant 2 in your 3 spot, or you can plant 4, or you can plant 2 and grow them because you would water them. Jojo has a question. Anyone has some advice to not forget to cross stuff off if you have some combos happening? Journal area. If you're playing with a pencil, you use the journal. I am playing with a marker so you can see a little bit better, so I'm marking it off here on a piece of paper. But yes.
Yeah, I would say for me, what I started doing is when I get a free action from the good zone, I'll circle it and then finish what I'm doing, and then I'll go back and take it and I'll cross it off so that I know that that's just sort of my shorthand method. Because we acknowledge that this game kind of goes right on the edge of easy to forget things, but that's also part of the fun, right? Is you're getting free stuff, so it's certainly a fine line. And even right now, right? Because it's that first rain. So right now, after round 1, I've got 4 total seeds planted, which I think most of us probably doing this. You had a free action, so it's when we go to the rain, the best thing. My advice there is to go zone by zone, because everything in your garden's going to grow 1 space when it rains. So this first rain's not too busy, but that last rain can be pretty hectic. Yes. So you just kind of move your way around, everything in 1, and then as you earn goods, you got to go write your goods in there. They go back and so there's certain it's just something to get used to, but hopefully the juice is worth the squeeze, as they say.
Matt, what are you gonna choose?
I'm gonna choose is that a 4 on shed time?
That is a 4 on shed time.
Okay, I'm gonna do the 4 on shed time, so I'm gonna fill in 2. I almost always do corn. I'm a sucker for corn. So I'm going to fill in 2 corns, and then I'm going to use the shed time to finish my pie safe.
Ooh, nice.
Apparently we're pie safe buddies.
Oh, yes. I do love pies. Okay, everyone in chat, let us know what's your favorite pie. We gotta know this. Ray, have you decided what you're going to make?
I think I'm gonna take the 3 and plant in water.
Okay, so
Does
you're
that
gonna
matter?
garden twice in the 3 plot.
Yes.
Excellent.
So I'm gonna do a couple of things. So I'm gonna finish this pumpkin that I've got.
No, sorry.
Oh, can.
If you use one of your garden actions as a water, then you can grow. If you
Oh, so
plant,
this is
it's
just
a
planting.
seed, which is the bottom one, and you can do
Right.
2. So you might want to plant seeds and then water your whole
And
plot.
water.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what
If you
I'll
wanna
do.
do
So I will plant 2 seeds and then I will water my whole plot.
Yes, excellent.
That sounds good to me.
Now you
Plant
can complete
seeds.
your pumpkins.
Cool. So now I just add another level to everything?
Yep.
Everything.
Everything in that plot.
All right, I will do that, and then I will finish that pumpkin up there, and that gets me 1 good.
Yep. And did that give you another? Was that a star?
It did. It gave me a
Oh.
star.
So then you can mark off anything anywhere except for in your garden.
Except for in my garden.
Yes.
So can I mark off my one of my perennials?
Yes.
Would that be okay?
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna do this one, and that gets me 2 goods.
Yes. Get that goods going. That's right.
Love it.
That is one of my strategies. I love getting just a bunch of goods.
2. All right.
The
I
highest
think that's all right.
Goods.
I'm sorry. What, Matt?
No, I would say the hyacinth track is a nice way to pull some goods in.
Yeah. Ooh. Kentucky Fried Dice says Derby pie is my favorite, but I don't think there is a bad pie. What's a Derby pie? I mean, key lime is good. Yeah.
Is it served like inside of a derby hat, or I don't know, how does that
Is it
work?
only served at like racetracks and derbies?
Yeah.
Let's see. Ooh, if I get a farmer's market, I only have. I could do a perennial. Okay. But I am the last person, which means I could do that for everybody. And we are going to raid.
Hornets likes a key lime pie, which is one of my favorites.
Oh no, I want that. Oh, I could do 5.
Hey Slivers, thanks for joining us. How you doing?
Hi. Okay, since I'm the last player, if I don't take the 1, I know it's going to. We all get to do the 1 again. So I think I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take a 5, which means I have a 5 garden action, and I'm going to mark off my compost and 4 goods. 1, 2, 3, 4, which gives me an extra action. And if I wanted to use my compost, I can change the 5. And I can use any number of composts, right, Matt?
Yep.
So if I really wanted like something else, then I could do that. Do I want the 3 instead? You know, it's early. I'm just gonna keep my compost. I'm gonna do the 5, and I'm gonna do a pumpkin, and I will just do a corn in here, and then I still have another action. So my other action is going to, because the farmer's market is going to give me a perennial, so maybe I will do a perennial. I will do a perennial and get the tulips, which gives me a fruit, and I'm going to get a peach so that I can start watering more. And then when I get the second peach, I can pie save it. Comboing started! Okay.
Thanks for joining us, Foglight. How you doing?
Oh, hi, Foglight.
Good to see you. Oh, all the friends. Yeah, okay. Kentucky Fried Dice says, yeah, it's served around big horse races. That's why it's the Derby pie. What is the flavor?
Nice.
What's in it, though?
Yeah, what is the flavor? Thank you for the alert, Phantom Meeple. Oh, it's chocolate, pecans, and bourbon. Ooh.
Whoa, what?
Oh, I like it.
I want
I like it.
pie.
Hi, Slivers. Welcome
Interesting.
in.
I've had chocolate pecan pie. It's pretty good, so I can't imagine the bourbon hurts it.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm definitely more of a fruit pie. I like fruit pies. But yeah. Okay, so now everyone gets to do the 1 farmer's market. So the farmer's market is you can count how many goods you have. Now, if you want to do the 1 first and maybe finish a pumpkin, you'll get those goods first and then you can do the farmer's market. But you count how many goods you have, and then based on that, you get to mark off certain stuff on this table. Does that make sense?
So we get the 1?
So
yeah, can you
1 first if you want to. I'm gonna garden in 1. I'm gonna mark off this pumpkin, which gives me 1 more good. And then I will mark off another pumpkin, I think.
Can you re-explain to me? I'm sorry. What I should be doing with my goods? I've got 7 goods.
So
That's what that lets me do.
If you don't want to do the 7 goods is going to be the second level, and it allows you to mark off 1 perennial of your choice, and you get 1 compost.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah.
I'm not missing anything. Okay.
No. And then if the perennials give you more goods, you're just gonna mark them off, but you've already done your farmers. Yeah. So let me do my farmers. So I have 13, which is not to the 20 yet. So I get perennial and a compost. So I'm gonna mark up my compost. And my perennial, do I want to go hyacinth? Or do I want to do shits? We're gonna rain.
So I have a question for the hydrangea. It has the first spot has a star in it. Is that
Yep. So that just means that you're getting an apple action. So if you look up the hydrangea track, unless that might be one of the ones we tweaked, but whatever the fruit next to it is, that's just telling you that when you fill that space on the hydrangea, mark off that associated fruit.
I'm gonna just do that. So I mark off the hydrangea, I get an apple, which means I go to the leftmost apple and mark that off.
Oh no, on my thing it says raspberry. Is it from top to bottom?
It's okay, we tweaked it, so you'll take raspberry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the small changes that we made after the prototypes before production. We tweaked that track, and that's about it gameplay wise.
Yeah.
Everything else was just we did a few more clarifications of graphic design stuff. I took a shed for what it's worth. I did a daffodil and took a shed action so I could get my shovel started.
Nice.
It's one of my favorite shed.
So the
shed
shovel, let me see, where is it? It allows you to spend 3 compost for 1 point, which is really nice towards the end of the game.
Nice.
Okay, so now we're at the end of the round. We're gonna rain. Now, what does rain mean? Rain means that every plant you've already started, you're gonna grow 1. So you're gonna grow the next level up. So I'm gonna start with the 1. So I have 1 pumpkin that is finished, but I have this one that started. So that is gonna be 1 level up. And then my second 2 plot, I'm gonna grow all of these. So now these 3 corn is at a level that I can start planting beans. And then nothing in 3, nothing in 4. I have 2 and 5. And that gives me 1 more good. And then there's 6. And I apologize, everyone, if you're hearing some Spanish in the background. Is some workers outside my house.
Sorry. I could tell you what they're saying if you...
Yes. Blue Viper, I will show off your beautiful cup in a few minutes, but yes.
Ooh, and I get to water a zone right after the rain.
Ooh, because you
Let's
have
go.
the rain barrel, so that's nice, so that you can grow them even more. Yes. Hi, Twin Flower. Thank you for the 100 biddies. Happy gardening. Yes.
Yo, Twin Flower, how you doing?
Foglight says this game looks so lovely. I want to learn it. It's a lot in the very beginning, but once you start playing, Ray can tell you whether or not it's easy or not to get through.
It's not too bad. I just got a ton of comboing stuff that I hope I did correctly, but it was very satisfying.
Yay!
I got a free action. Yay!
Blue Viper says rain barrels don't work in SoCal. That's very true. Okay, so John, are you about ready?
I just need to do one more free.
Okay.
Free
Look
thing.
at all that comboing John has. Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say it is getting free stuff to get more free stuff is good for my brain synapses. It makes me happy.
I know, it makes me happy too.
Yeah, it's so satisfying.
Super satisfying.
All right, I started working on that wheelbarrow.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, so now we're in round 3. We are almost to the middle of the game already. So yes. Spotlight says when a combo goes right, it's the best feeling. Completely agree.
Real nice.
Rolling. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, that one did not want to stop spinning. There's 1, 3, and 5. Twin Flower has the day off. Yay, Twin Flower.
Yo.
Ooh,
Okay,
nice.
so this
And they're
starts in
spending
the
part of it with
apiary
us.
fruit.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. We have shed time. We have farmer's market. We have apiary and fruit. And then this goes over there. And I'm going to mute myself. Matt, it is your turn.
It is lots of apiary fruit. Some shed time, farmer's market.
I'll be right back.
I'm going to take the one of those ones off of apiary fruit. So I'm up to a little higher up the apiary track, and then go plant my seeds.
I don't know why. I never really go up that apiary track. I really should.
It takes it's a little bit of a slow start, so I think some folks, it's easy to kind of ignore early on in the game because it's like kind of boring for the first couple boxes. Like a couple free, like there's more exciting things happening. But if you can commit to it, it's fun to kind of get up the wax, honey, and split hive tracks.
Yeah.
So like I said, it's been a while, so I kind of said I'm just gonna do that this game and see what happens.
Awesome.
I may lose badly, but that's all right.
That'll be fun regardless. Ray, what about you?
Oh, I don't know. I think if I were to take the farmer's market action, that allows me to do that thing where we count our goods and such.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I don't quite have enough, I think, to make that really worth it. Just wanted to clarify. Maybe I'll do apiary and fruit. Is that a 6 or?
Yes, that is a 6.
6 on apiary and fruit, and then are there also ones on apiary and fruit?
Yep, the pumpkins are ones. I love that. Yeah, I love that you guys put pumpkins on the dice.
I will do. I'll take one of those. I'll take the 6 on apiary and fruit. So I get to mark off one of my apiary and fruit things and then plant 2 in my 6 plot.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. Old Man Coaster, I do like going the goods route because if you get in I've been chatting and I totally had been muted because of the workers. So Old Man Coaster, I like goods because goods, when you mark off a star, gives you free actions, and also the more goods you have, the more actions you can do on the farmer's market. So that is a strategy that I like to do, but it depends on what combo you want in terms of shed and stuff. Or if you want to go perennials, that's another strategy that would really work. Okay, so this is my turn. Hi, Jay Foolsguard. Long time no see. Good to see you.
Jay Fools, what's up? Yeah. Oh, Jay Fools is the best.
Okay, if no one takes that, we're gonna get that. So I have 14. I think I'm gonna do a shed time. I'm gonna do the 3 in the shed time. So I'm gonna write down 3 and an S just so that for my own benefit. So the 3, I have nothing started. Now, I do like to do pumpkins because on either side, you can get perennials. So maybe I'll just do 2 pumpkins in 3. And then I have a shed time. I do like that shovel, but I think it might be a little early. I think I want to do a rain barrel like John.
Oh, good timing.
Good timing.
Hi, I'm back. Let's see, what do we have left for me? So 5 on farmers market.
Yes, 1 on apiary and fruit and 5 on farmers market.
Let's do the 1.
Okay, so that means everyone gets also a 1 and an apiary fruit. So John, you can do it twice.
We all get a 1 and an apiary fruit?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because it's the lowest of the 2 dies that
around.
Yeah. So John will be able to do it twice because he picked the 1 die for his main action, and then he he gets it again. Let me see. I'm gonna do.
And then the number was 1 for the garden action.
Yes.
Correct.
Cool.
Do I want?
Ooh, so I get a good.
Ooh. Okay. So
Love getting a good.
I'm gonna go fruit. I'm gonna go peaches, which means I get to water. And I get 1 good from my pie safe, which gives me another action. So I get to water 1 and I get another action. So I get to water 1 space, 1 plot. I think I'm gonna water number 2 because that seems to be having a lot of plants. And then I get another action. Ooh, for peach harvested. Ooh, I can get 4 goods, which would not give me another action. Dang nabbit. You know what? I'm going to get a rain barrel. Now, after...
Nice.
Yes.
All right.
I was muted the whole time. I'm so sorry. Okay, everyone did that? Yeah, okay.
No, you were good.
We're gonna do
Yeah,
the farmer's market. Everyone got that? Yeah.
No,
Yeah, you actually, Amanda, you're not muted at all ever.
You might have been muted to the stream. I don't know if it's.
Can you hear us?
I muted to the stream, but not to them.
Oh.
So that's why.
Okay.
They
Whoops.
could hear me and they did what they needed to do. That's good. It does not keep muting randomly. I keep muting myself because I have workers outside that are singing and have clangy ladders or are chatting. So sorry. Oh, that's true. The closed captioning system does pick it up for me. So
there you go.
There we go. Okay, so now we are in round 4. We are already in the middle of the game. So it's a quick game once we start going.
How quick that is. That's nice.
Yeah. Okay. Rolling the dice.
Let's go.
Let's go. 1-1. Oh, we got low scoring. Okay. 1, 2. Oh. The 2s and 3s are wrong. And then a 4, and then Edith goes to shed time. So we have 1-1 in plant and water, 2 2s in shed time, 2 3s in compost and goods, and then 4 in the apiary fruit. And it is Ray's turn to be the start player.
All right. Well, I want to do. I don't have anything going in 4, but I could use a compost. Make that 4 a 3. Maybe I want to do. Let me see. Do we have any 2s? We have 2s for shed time. Sorry, I know you guys know this board really well. I'm still trying to figure out.
No, this is good.
No worries.
Yeah, Ray, it's her first time playing this, so it's gonna be, it's gonna take her a little bit longer, but it's really cool. Once you start seeing the combos, it's like I don't even like really know. It just like sometimes it's fun that I get this and I get that. Oh yeah, I get this, and I think the only thing is the gardening.
I think I'll take the 3 on compost and goods.
Okay.
So I get a compost. We get 4 goods.
Does that give you an extra action?
Start. Yes, it does. So I get an extra action, which I'll mark in my journal spot, or I'll circle it. I think that's a smart idea. Circle that.
Smart,
so I'll come back to that. I will plant 2 in my 3, so I'm going to start these 2 beans because I can.
Yes.
I've got some corn going already, and then I will go back to this other action, and that would let me. Could I mark off a fruit with that?
Yes.
Okay, then I will mark off. I've gotten a lot of blackberries. I'm into this little blackberry strap we've got going on, so I'll mark off that, and then because I have the mason jars, that gives me another good.
Nice.
So that is my turn, I think.
Ooh, that's very nice. Very nice. Yep, mason jars. Ooh, for every blackberry harvested. That's very nice.
I've got a lot of those, and I've got a lot of perennials. I'm kind of trying to figure out what my strategy is.
I know. Oh, do I want to go peach heavy? I might want to go peach heavy. But I never go aviary. Okay, well, I'm gonna take the 4. I'm gonna. Do I want to go? I'm gonna go peach.
I should have done my apiary instead. That would have been smarter because it would have gotten me 2 fruit instead of just manually marking off 1 blackberry.
Well, you can see it next time. Now you can.
I'm getting it though.
Yes.
Okay,
Let's do pumpkins. Let's do pumpkins. Okay. So that was my turn, John. Oh man, Coaster, I'm sorry you're having streaming issues or internet issues right now. I know a lot of people I think in the Midwest are having those too, but
I'll take that 3.
Okay. With 1 compost and 4 goods.
Yep, but I'm gonna plant.
Now it's interesting in this game. I mean, sometimes you get that. Oh, you took the dye I needed, but not as much because you just have such good ways. Unless you're being ultra efficient. If you're being ultra efficient, then then you have that. But yeah, Matt, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna take the 1.
Yeah, you're gonna make out.
I am, but I'm actually going to spend a compost.
Ooh.
And move it over to 2.
Very nice, very nice. Now everyone gets 2 and a shed time. I'm gonna get me some beans. Start some beans. And a shed time. I like that mason jar that you've gotten going. But I might.
Sorry, what do we all get?
2 and a shed time.
2 and a shed time.
I might want to go for some points.
I can modify that too, right?
Yes, you can.
The compost.
Yes, you can.
And can we water with this instead of just planting?
Yes.
Yep. Plant or water anytime. Always.
Plant 2 or water that 1 plot.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi,
you say that 1 plot. I get to water. I get to grow water and everything in that plot grows. So everything in my 2 or whatever would grow.
Yep.
So I'm gonna use a compost and make that a 3 and grow a bunch of stuff.
Nice.
In my 3.
And we are going to get a rain this round. So
does that mean everything across your entire garden grows?
Yes.
Then maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That's
It's gonna rain.
It's going to rain.
It's gonna rain.
I'll plant these 2, and then you also said we got a shed time?
Yes. So I got a mason jar. I was thinking of going for points, but we're halfway through the game. J Fool's Guard, it looks like a lot, but it's not. Once you start seeing the icons, it's not a lot. It's just a lot of combos, which is really fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks complicated. It really isn't once you get into it. Hi, Deadpan. Good to see you. How are you doing? And I really love the combo.
Hey, Deadpan.
So yeah.
The combo is so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay, everyone has done the 5th die, the 2nd action, right? Now it's rain time.
Woot.
Let's go.
So I get 2 more.
Yeah, honestly, J-Fools, it's not. I think honestly the most confusing thing as a first-time player is the Rondelle stuff, which Amanda is thankfully handling.
Yeah.
And as long as she's telling me what I need to do, the actual filling out of the sheet is very, very straightforward. It honestly kind of I'm trying to think of how to describe it. I don't know. It kind of reminds me a little bit in terms of that new player experience, a little bit of the first time I learned Lost in Varnak, where there's a lot of different resources, but they all kind of feed into each other, so it feels really overwhelming, but they all kind of help each other out. It has a similar feeling to that of there's all these icons, but once you learn them, they all kind of are insular and they all help each other out, which I actually find really helps with the learning process.
I agree. Now, what I'm forgetting.
That's an excellent game too.
Huh?
Lost Ruins are an excellent game.
Yes. Now, what I'm forgetting is I finished 2 pumpkins, so I get a hydrangea here.
Nice.
So I get a blackberry.
And once I've maxed out a plant, I cannot do anything more with it, correct?
Correct.
Cool.
And then I get an iris as well. I get +1 compost. And I get a tulip as well, which I keep on forgetting. Which gives me 2 for peach. I was okay, so I got 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm also doing the Matt Riddle suggestion where I'm circling the stars before I do them. Yeah.
Smart.
And then this one's not done yet. That's not done yet. Double checking. Oh, that one's done, so I get another hydrangea. So I get a raspberry. Oh, and I forgot, when I got a blackberry, I have a mason jar, which means that I get another good... Okay, so I have 3 more actions on top of all those. So, I am going to start on... Ooh. I'll get a shovel. I'm gonna circle my points so that I remember. I'm gonna get a shovel from those 2. And now, the shovel is at the end of the game. I can spend 3, correct? 3 compost? Or right there?
Anytime you want.
Okay.
Literally anytime in the game. Spend 3 compost, take a free action.
Excellent. And then I will get a... Do I get a raspberry? Or do I want to get an apple? Because apple will give me a good. Peach will allow me to water and get a good. Ooh. No, I don't have anything I want to water right now. So I'm going to...
I love the art on this Rondelle track a lot. I've got that up in my PDF, and it's really cute. I like it.
Let me see. What should I do? Y'all? I guess I'll get a blackberry and get a good. Okay, for this one. Or no, you know what? No, I don't want to start the apiary. I'm gonna get a hyacinth and get a peach, which allows me to water, and which also allows me to get a good. So then I can water one. I was saying I didn't want to water, but I'll just water anyways. Cover that one and that one. And yeah, that is my turn. See how comboing this is? It's great. It's
I love it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we are round 5. So it does like slow down, but that's because you're doing awesome stuff at the end of the game. So, ooh, 1 1 6 5 4 3. Yeah, I don't have anything in the 6 growing, so that's interesting. Okay, so 1's in shed time, 3's in farmer's market, 4 is in apiary and fruit, 5 is plant and water, and 2 6s in shed time. So then Edith goes to compost. And now it's back to me as the start player. Ooh, I'm just pushing everything around. Let me see. What should I do? Do I do shed time? Do I do plant and water in 5 twice? Ooh, I kind of like that. This end of this round, we would get a farmer's market. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Do I apiary and fruit? Yeah, I could do that.
Man, how do you get 70 plus goods? Oh my god.
I know, right? You have to go hard. I'm gonna take the 4.
I love whenever games give you like kind of within the game itself tell you what's possible. Do you know what I mean? Like where you can see that people consistently got over 70 goods to the point where that is its own bracket. That like makes me very determined to figure out how people did that.
And then do that for yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a number 4. Let's go here and here. Okay. So, John, what would you like? Which die would you like to take?
All right, let's take
a lot of calculations.
Yeah.
Ray, do you have
let's take that
any...
3.
Okay. Ray, do you have any other like roll and writes you really like?
I, generally speaking, am not a big roll and write person, and I don't really know why.
Interesting.
But I mean, I like, you know, like on tour and things, ones that I can play with big groups. But I honestly can't think off the top of my head. I just, for some reason, I don't have a lot. Like, I'll always play them if someone teaches them to me. But I just don't personally own a lot. And it's just, I guess my game group doesn't really play them. And I don't know what it is. But I always enjoy them. So, yeah.
Well,
it's just that it's one of the, like, yeah, no, I mean, I'm always down to play them. For some reason, I don't own a lot. It's like I didn't grow up on roll and writes, and I never really encountered a lot of them. So I don't know, but I always like them when I play them. But
Matt, did you decide what you wanted while we were chatting?
Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna take the 5.
Okay.
And I'm gonna compost it into a 4.
Oh, okay. I should probably use my compost, but now my compost are points, y'all. So that is the thing.
Nice.
Ray, do you know what you want?
I do.
What
I
are
would
you
like
gonna
that
give
one
to us?
on.
Ah, you're dang you.
Sorry.
Nah, you're good. You're good. You're good. Okay, so you're gonna take that one.
I love this
shed
game.
time.
I'm still doing stuff over here.
Very nice, John.
I got.
All right, there we go.
On my 1. So I will do maybe this and this. Sure. All right, I'm done.
If I did that, okay, then I could do that. Okay.
Farmers market.
No, I'm gonna. Okay, so we're gonna farmers market. I'm gonna do this. And then do I get anything for raspberries? The thing is that you have to remember your shed because a lot of times you get stuff and then I forget. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a peach. You know what? I'm gonna do another peach then. And when I get a peach, I get another. No, I don't. Okay, so this is gonna be. Okay. Okay, everyone good with the 6 shed time?
Oh wait, sorry, are we doing that now?
Sorry, I didn't know we got 6
Yeah.
I will be in a second.
Twin Flower says On Tour is great. I still need to pick up the Euro expansion. I haven't played a lot of On Tour.
I like it a lot. I like On Tour. It's definitely very analysis paralysis for me, and there's like a little bit of that randomness feels kind of strong with On Tour, but I still like it. I like that you can play with up to 8 people.
Yeah.
And I like that it comes with those dry erase boards and stuff. I think that's part of what it is with me and roll and writes. Like I like components, you know?
Yeah.
And there's something about pads of paper that don't call to me to like own them. You know what I mean? Like I'll always play them, but like games that I own, I like them to have like, I don't know, I like wooden things. I like giant boards. That's just my corner of board gaming that I really enjoy.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, but I always enjoy roll and writes when I play them. So
everyone's
maybe I
done
should
with the 6
explore it
shed?
more.
Yeah, or you should just laminate a bunch of sheets.
yeah. I should just get over it and just start playing more roll and write. Is what I've learned about. I just need to get over it. So I just finished crossing off the hive tool. So now whenever I go up the crocus track, it lets me also go up the apiary track. Am I reading that correct? Sweet. Cool.
Okay. Oh, the hive tool. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. That I've never used. Okay, I have to try that in my next game.
Well, I saw Matt going up the apiary track, so I know there's something up with this track that I need to invest in. So.
Yeah, I'm actually regretting not going for the hive tool because now I'm like, geez, I don't think I have time.
Yeah, because we are towards
Yeah,
the
there
end.
is more of a time crunch than I was expecting. These turns go by quick.
Twin Flower got the big box for On Tour for 12. Divided some of the boards among family and friends for Zoom games. That's
The
so
big
smart.
box of On Tour, it is a big box. I actually didn't know that existed. I have the 8-person one, and then I was at the Dice Tower Retreat or something, and there was this giant On Tour. It's like it's so dense because you've got 12 whiteboards in there.
That's crazy.
Well, it's a little bit unholy. Like that box, it's like there's something about the size of that box that kind of upsets me, and I don't know why.
Okay, everyone's gonna do the farmer's market. Please let me know if you need me to tell you how much you get.
I got like no goods this round. What was I doing?
10, 20,
How have I?
30.
Okay, for comparison,
39.
how many goods does everybody have?
I have 39.
What? What am I doing wrong? Okay, how many goods does
I
everybody
only have 9, right?
Okay. I feel up. Panda's just going the heavy. She says that she goes the heavy goods route.
Yeah.
I was just sweating a little bit.
John,
Good
how many
Lord.
goods do you have? John, you're muted?
Am I muted?
Yes.
My bad. I have 20.
You have 20. Okay.
So if we have
John,
exactly 20, do we get the?
you get one perennial
Yeah.
and one fruit of your choice. I have 39, which I get 2 perennials and 1 compost. I'll do the compost, and I get 2 perennials. So I'm gonna get the 7 points. And I think I want to do a shed.
Oh no, I haven't. Okay.
Or do I want to go way? Oh, I should have done the. Oh, I should have. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do the hyacinth.
Now I have 24. I'm coming for you, Amanda. I'm gonna get you.
I got 2 more,
Catching
John.
up.
I got 2 more.
Ah, no.
And that's every time I get a crocus. So I'm gonna cross off a crocus with my.
Yeah, you should.
Crocus. That sounds like a heavy metal band from the 80s or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
Do composts turn into points at the end of the game if you don't use them?
Only if you get a shovel.
Really?
Shovel just turns them into actions. So.
Oh, actions. Oh, not
points.
points.
Oh,
Actions,
not points,
not
actions.
points. Oh.
I'm upset now.
Oh. I didn't realize that. Ooh, I like that then. I like that a lot. I'm gonna start on the fruit bowl.
Gimme.
I'm gonna use the 3.
Oh wow, I am. Oh my goodness.
And then I'm going to get another.
This is definitely a game that I feel like I could not survive table talk at. Like, cause my brain is holding in so many things right now. Then I go down here and I get 2 of these, and then that gives me another action. Okay, now with that action, I'm going to. I guess maybe I'll do some raspberries.
I'll do that.
I hope I'm doing this right. I think I am. Wait, can I cross off perennials with star actions? I think I asked this like 5 times already. Okay, fabulous. Oh my god, my brain. Okay, we're gonna go here. This gets me another compost, which is not points. Boo. And then I get to go back here because I have the hive tool, and I get to go up the apiary. And I'm now at the fork in the road of the apiary. Can I go up all 3, or is it like wax and honey or split hive?
I think you can go 1 at a time, all the way up, whatever.
Or all 3,
suits
it
you.
doesn't matter.
Mhm.
D-Walls. Crocus is a heavy metal band. I don't know. John's been in a band.
Yeah, Crocus with a K.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, nice.
Tantaralis with the ton. I was assuming that I got lucky this time by being late to the party.
Hey.
Count it.
Yep. Oh, Old Man Coaster says my one play I had about 10 or 11 goods.
Okay, I feel better. I feel better.
Yes.
Thank you all for making me feel
We'll see how this
more
goes.
sufficiently average. That's all I want to be when I'm playing a game for the first time. I just want to be average.
Okay, we're gonna shed time it at the end of the next round.
Shed
Rolling.
time it. All right.
And then, okay, so John is the start player. And then we're going to have
Let's
a
go.
1 on 4 compost and goods. Wow, we have 3 4s on apiary and fruit. And 2 5s on shed time. So John could be the only one doing the compost goods.
Oh, what?
Could be. Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Take the 1. Compost and goods.
You got a 1 and compost and
I got a 1.
Oh,
Matt,
wow. So
what
we got
about
shed
you?
time and apiary.
Yeah.
That's all we have.
I'm going to
Water.
go ahead and take one of those apiaries.
Yes.
Checks out.
Ray, what are you gonna do? You could do this twice if you want to do.
What could I do twice?
If you, oh no, you couldn't because I am the thing. I'm the last because, yeah. Sorry. You could do this twice. You could do the 4 and the apiary fruit twice. Because if you take this and then I don't take that one, then everyone gets that one.
That sounds lovely. Let's do that.
Okay, so you're gonna get 4. And
do I want it to be a 4 though? I really don't. So I'm gonna use a compost.
You can use as many composts as you want in order to change it to
I
any.
can?
Yeah.
So I can use 2 and make it a 6?
Yes.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
That's
So,
what I want.
I'm gonna take the 5 shed. Action.
Nice.
5 shed. So this is gonna go away. So everyone's gonna get the
rain
4
anytime
acre.
soon?
It will rain at the end of the game.
That's the next time it rains?
Yeah, on round 8. But you can water. Don't forget.
Yeah, I was
you
gonna say,
water.
can I choose to water instead? 'Cause
Yes.
I think I will. I think I would prefer to do that. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know.
Shed time. I'm gonna get the fruit bowl.
I'm gonna spend 3 and actually make it a 1 and go way over here in water.
Okay. With the fruit bowl for my shed action. Okay, that was not. So Matt, for the fruit bowl, I get 10 points if I have 1 on each of the fruit, right?
Correct. Yeah, basically. So, like for it's different fruits you harvested. So you'd have to get to the second check on apples, the second check on peaches, but then the first check on blackberries and raspberries, respectively.
So I need apples. Got it.
That gets me 4 raspberries. Oh my god! And then that gets me 3 goods. Love it. Which gets me an action? Oh my god!
Nice.
What do I want to do with that action? I don't know. I also still haven't even done, what was my main action? My apiary and fruit action. I haven't even done that yet.
Oh yeah, I need to do the 4.
My brain is
So we get the 4, right?
Yep, we get the 4.
My brain is just mush now. That gets me 2.
Nice. Brownbeard Gaming in the house. How you doing, Brownbeard?
How are you
It's good to see
doing?
you. What's up?
We're melting. We're melting Ray's brain
I have
right
a
now.
liquid brain now.
Yeah.
Liquid.
I get 2 actions. And I can go up the apiary track with that, which I think I will.
Yep.
Oh my god! I love this. That gets me 4 more goods. I'm starting to see how you can get 70
You
goods.
You see, yeah.
Checking out now, I get it.
I'm very gaming. Have you played Three Sisters? We are having a great time teaching Ray and playing amongst ourselves.
I am loving this.
Oh my goods, that's right, Default.
Oh my goods, indeed. Okay, did I do everything? Yeah.
That's why the journal is there to help you learn to do everything.
See, smart people would be journaling. I'm not, and I'm regretting.
I have an action I forgot about. Ooh. Okay, I will do this. I will do. Ooh, do I want to plant and water in one zone? So if I do the iris plant water plus in one zone, does that? And I did it for my free action. Does that mean I can just choose any zone?
So it means the iris basically is like free compost. So what it lets you do is it lets you modify a dye value instead of having spent compost.
The second level on the iris for me says plant/water though.
Yeah, but it's not a plant or water action. It lets you plant or water plus or minus one zone. So it lets you, when you take a plant or water action, lets you move it around for free.
Oh, for free instead of using your compost. Oh,
correct.
Okay.
Yeah, basically it gives you a game long bonus of letting you move that action without spending compost.
Okay. That's cool.
So, yeah, Iris and Tulip are the two that we probably, even as designers, I'm sure Ray as a developer, the questions you're gonna get. Like when you play a game, you're like, boy, we really love this power, but it's gonna get asked a lot. And those two are the only two on the perennial tracks that are ongoing powers. Everything else is instant gratification, right? It's things you get immediately. So by default, when you're, when the coding of the game is telling you take this now, and then there's an exception, the exception being in those cases an ongoing power, it's just natural to try to play it as an ongoing power. But we had to decide that we wanted it anyway, even though we knew that was going to be one of those.
That's always the trade-off.
So the tulip means whenever I have a peach circle, then I get goods, right?
Correct. Yep. Okay. Once that tulip power is unlocked, every time you would get a peach circle, you'd also get those goods. And then as you go up the track, that they replace each other, right? So instead of getting 2, you get 3, or in the case of Iris, instead of doing plus or minus 1, it becomes plus or minus 2.
By the way, everyone, it is okay to not play a game correct, especially your first time, as long as you're having fun. Because I played this game multiple times, and I'm pretty sure I've gotten things wrong.
Yeah. It's funny. I always talk about that with I'm pretty active, on the BGG forums to answer questions. I don't really go there to chat and stuff. I just answer, I subscribe to our games and I answer questions. And people will ask a lot, like, well, are you okay with house rules? I'm like, just however you're having fun is okay with me. In general, I'm not a house rule person. I guess as a designer, I trust designers. Like, I want to play it how they intended. That said, if you feel like you need to do something to the game to make it more for you and your group, that doesn't bother me at all. I want you to enjoy it, however, whatever that means.
Awesome. Ooh, I almost.
Ooh, hi, chicken. Hello. It's good to see you over here. What's up?
Good to see you. Okay,
Yeah, no, oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna just say, Matt, I was having a conversation with Emma. The previous company I worked for, I used to do like development work, and I was talking with one of the other designers the other day, and he mentioned an interesting thing about like when you're writing rule books, and especially because like space in rule books is effectively like a commodity, and he mentioned like I've finally given up wasting space trying to get the game to be played like trying to predict every way someone could play this wrong and trying to counteract it. Like at some point, people are going to play the game they're going to play the way they're going to play it, and you kind of have to just trust them to have fun with it, and you can't plan for like, because he was talking about how in the first couple rule books that he wrote, he would like do all of like a big long FAQ of all the things you could possibly do wrong, and at some point he was just like, you know what, you got like, you write out the rules, you cover all the bases you can, and at some point you got to just, people are going to play it the way they're going to play it, and that's how it goes.
100% accurate.
Yeah,
and it's part of it too. I think it's a little bit of experience, right? Like for us, right? We're fortunate. Ben and I have done this for almost 10 years now, so we've got I think 15 or 20 games published, and we're very fortunate to be there. In the first couple, you're like, well, if someone plays this rule wrong and then gives us a 4, then I'm gonna, you're gonna be, but then you start to realize it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
so
it really,
it kind of, once you stop worrying about that part of it, then it's okay. I'm not, to your point, right? You can't figure out, every person's going to read something and then they're going to come in the forums and say, well, you didn't say that. Well, I did, but I said it differently than you expected. Again, totally okay.
That's okay.
Right. Here's what we meant. Again, not that you were wrong, just here was our intent.
Yeah. It's all about intentions, but people are going to play it. They're going to play it. And
exactly.
One of the cool things about game design.
Yeah.
Yep.
Blackwing Bird says, I do love it when a visual example also demonstrates an edge case. I agree with that.
Sure, definitely.
We, at the end of the round, has a shed action. So I think I want to get some points. I'm going to try.
I'm going to start. I want to get that.
Eric, that's a very good point. Sorry, what do we all get?
A shed action.
Panda?
Shed
action.
I totally forgot about the seed spreader. Which allows us to plant more. I should have done that early on.
The shed action? Do we also get to garden stuff?
The seed spreader says that when you plant 3 crops instead of 2. So if you get that very early on, then you can garden a little bit more effectively. But I totally missed that.
What you were asking, Ray, is if you already have done the bonus 4, with the bonus apiary action, now we're on the round end action, which is the shed.
Yeah. I was wondering if it does
not
the round
include
end
gardening. No.
Gotcha.
That's the complete.
Cool.
Yeah. That's the one thing it does not include.
Gotcha.
Eric says, I read something similar about hiring, where if you build a process that tries to overcome every pathological outcome, you still built a pathological process. Very true. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm still trying to decide my shed.
No worries.
I don't know. Everyone else has a pie safe, and I feel left out, but also maybe that makes me cooler that I don't have a pie safe and everyone else does.
Go against the trends.
Yeah.
Right? Against the trends.
Mulch takes
So
2
I
crowns.
never do the pie safe. I did it because I wanted to do apples this time. Because again, like I was saying beforehand, I had not played this in a long time. So I'm like, I want to do apples, and there's no strategic reason. I just felt like doing apples today, so I did the pie safe because of apples. But there's certainly I know, Ray, we didn't explain everything in the shed to you, so you're probably reading those as you go, trying to figure them out. You're only gonna ever do 2, 3, or 4 of those a game. So every game you're gonna do a different little smattering of shed items. So it's you're never gonna get very I think at the most you could do is 5.
Yeah.
If you do all the little ones. Okay, sorry, Panda. I'm done.
No, you're good. You're good. Are you good? Okay.
Yes.
Rolling. Whoa. Okay. An apple, a pumpkin on a farmer's market, 2 2s on apiary and fruit, a 3 on plant and water, and 2 6s on shed time. And then Edith goes to compost. We are in round 7. We're almost done, y'all. It's a quick little game. I love it. And the starting is going to be Matt.
Alrighty. And I love your rolling, Panda. You're a splasher.
I
love a
am.
splasher.
Yep.
Okay, let's see as I stare at my screen here. Rondelle. I'm going to... Let's see, we're going to get a farmer's market. So I need to get past 20 goods if I can.
Ooh, yeah.
So I'm going to take one of the apiary fruits. I believe there's a 2 on it, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's perfect. I'll take the 2 apiary fruit.
Okay.
So I can plant some beans. And then I am on my split, not that anyone cares, I guess, but I did the split hive track, so I get 3 fruit actions.
Ooh,
Nice.
very nice.
Oh, is it me?
It is
I don't
you.
know what I want to do. There's 2s on apiaries and fruit. I could do that, which would get me 2s. I can make it a 1. And water. And you said we have got rain on the last round?
Yeah, but the end of this round is farmer's market, so...
Yeah, we want goods.
Yeah.
We want goods. How many goods do I need? I would need to have 35. Oh, we're not going to get there. No, that's not possible.
I do want rain, though. I wish I could want rain.
Rain would be great. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do.
No, it's yeah. At the start of the next round, I'll talk end game points again because it'll be the last round that we have. So
that sounds fabulous.
Oof.
I want to get perennial actions. How do I do that?
By getting goods, by growing your pumpkins, and farmer's market, yeah, through goods.
Okay, well then why don't I take the 6 on shed time? Sure, why don't I take the 6 on shed time?
Okay.
I will complete my casserole dish.
I love
and
that.
I will, yeah, it's very thematic. I like all the
it is.
naming. And then I will choose to water in my 6 plot.
Okay.
I hope that's a smart idea.
Is me? Ooh. Do I want to double?
That gives me 2 goods.
I want to double 3. I don't know if I have time for that. Well, I could plant and then water, which would give me more goods, which would give me a hyacinth, which would give me guard. Okay. Ooh. But then, do I do an apiary fruit? Ooh. Dang, no. Oh. That's the thought. That's a thought. I do have compost. I can move that there. But then,
Big same.
Yeah,
that is also how I feel right now.
Amanda.
I'll take the 3 plant and water. So, I will plant.
No.
Yeah. Sorry, John. Don't forget you have compost. And then I'll water this. So this will give me this, and this, which gives me 2
My
goods.
compost will comfort me. Thank you, Amanda.
You're welcome. And then I will get a hyacinth, which gives me 2 more goods. Do I get anything for hyacinths? I forget. Pie, mason, nope. After the rain, nope. Okay. So I did that. Yeah, I did that. Okay. So what are you gonna do, John?
I'll take that too.
Okay. And then everyone gets a 1 farmer's market.
1 farmer's market. It also means we get to garden in our 1 plot?
Yes.
I'm making that up. Okay.
What
Cool
do
beans.
Oh, I have 1 action. I forgot.
I have water. And then farmer's market.
That's gonna give me a crocus. Plus 2 compost, which allow me... Okay. So if I do a water action to get that. Do a water action. And I'll get 3. 1, 1, 2, 3, and then I will get a crocus, which gives me 2 compost. I still have
my
one
God.
action.
It's the farmer's market that really gets me with the comboing. That's when it really, at least with the way I have my board, that's when it really gets out of hand. Go here, but in a good way. Good kind of way.
Excellent. I'm going to do I'll do a... I'll do a raspberry. Gives me 3 more. 3. Raspberry doesn't do anything, it's when I blackberry harvest. Okay, but I still have 1 more action. I'm going to do... Oh, I should have done... No, that's the next turn. Okay. I'll get 3. Or do I... Oh, I need... We're gonna farmer's market. Okay, so I'm still doing my 1. I haven't done my farmer's market yet. So now I'm gonna do my farmer's market.
Oh, so now...
I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 53. I get 2
Yikes.
and a fruit. So if I do a... 2... Okay, so I have 2 perennials and a fruit. I need to write this down in my journal. If I do... Okay, I definitely want 3...
I was excited to get above 20 finally.
2.
I think I will do another perennial.
1 compost.
Or fruit. Ooh, max 15. Yeah, I think it's the end of the game. I'm going to try for that perennial, and then I'll do a fruit. I will do a peach. A peach gives me a good. It also allows me to water, and it gives me 3 goods because that was the circle. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. So I get to water 1 thing. I'm going to water the 4 and get these hopefully growing in the right direction. And then I still have that 1 action. So I guess I will go ahead and finish my shed. So now I get the string trimmer for 6 points. Okay. Okay. Everyone did the 1 farmer?
Yes.
Okay. Now everyone gets to do a farmer's market on top of that. So I have 10, 20, 30,
Oh, we get to do another
40,
one?
50.
Oh
I have 57.
my God.
Okay, so I still get 2 perennials and a fruit.
What? No, you don't. I don't believe you.
So I know. So this is the round end farmers market. So we all get
Yes,
it. As the
everyone
bonus.
gets the round in farmers market.
Oh, I'm just
So-
shy of 35. Are you joking? Oh my gosh.
So
Okay, but I did get all the way up the Hyacinth track, which I am personally very proud of.
That is very nice.
10 points. And then I also get
I'm going
fruit.
to do this one.
What do I want to do with
Which
my
then
fruit?
I can do another. Oh, I should have done the fancy label. Then I can do more extra thing. It's okay. I will do. Do I need sheds? I don't think I want. Maybe I don't want sheds. Maybe I will go and get a blackberry and get more points. Okay. Oh my gosh. I've been sitting on my keyboard and I got beep 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 everywhere. Okay, there. Delete before. I've reached my character limit of 500 characters. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's nice.
That's crazy. Eric says, where if you build a process... Oh, no, I just said that. Sorry. Never mind. Never mind. Panda's making some interesting sounds. Yes, D-Walt, I always make interesting sounds when I play games. Okay, so we are in the last round. We are going to make it rain. So get those, you know,
let's go.
Growing.
Nervous.
Yes.
So, hey John, is the Hamburglar a bank?
Yeah, it's a cookie jar.
A cookie jar. Okay. Awesome.
It's like a ceramic cookie jar.
Yeah.
So its head comes off and you put cookies in there.
Nice. That's awesome.
I mean, technically, you could store hamburgers in there if you wanted
Or
to.
hamburgers, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing legally stopping you, but the morals of it are a little bit upsetting.
Yeah, I mean, you're dealing with the hamburger. I think morals and
Fair.
legality kind of go out the window. He
Yeah.
steals hamburgers. He's like,
Ray, you are the start.
Oh no, too much pressure.
You have a lot of choices. You have 1 in a compost and goods, 2 in apiary and fruit, 4 in shed time, 5 in farmer's market, 6 in apiary and fruit.
Oh my god.
And we're gonna make it rain.
We're raining this turn?
We're raining.
Okay, then maybe.
The rain is gonna finish off like so many things for me right now.
Oh, that's so good.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm not done there. Okay.
When we originally were playing this for years, we had goods attached to the corn.
Oh.
But this last rain was so over the top.
Too much.
It was too much. Like we had to scale back actually because throughout the course of the game, getting like one good for a corn is no big deal. But the last rain was like, okay, so then you're going back and forth, and it was even for us as designers, we're like, well, how many actions did I get? Like it just we kind of learned our lesson and sort of brought it back just a smidge.
Nice.
Maybe I want apiaries and fruits. Yeah, give me those 2s.
Okay, a 2.
Maybe.
So instead of a 6, yep. It's raining pandas. Okay, so it's me.
Or do I want? Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm done. I promise. Then I got some 2s.
I think I do want that 4, but I don't want shed time because I don't think I can finish anything in time. 1 point per harvested pump. Okay, yeah, I'll do a 4 shed time. I'll go for a carving kit, which is really fun. And I'm going to water so that then when it rains, it will finish a bunch of stuff off for me. That gives me 3 goods. And that's almost the next one. Okay, John?
I'll take the 5 shed time.
Okay. Wait, that's a 5 farmer's market.
Okay. Ugh. All right. Let me see. You know what? I'll take it anyways. Wait.
Okay, go. So just to let you all know, in terms of point systems, you get points for any of the blue ribbons that you have, any of the plants that you've grown to the top. You get those points. Any perennials you've gone to the top. I think, and don't forget the fruits, and the aviary gives you points, and then any of the tools that you finished also gives you points. The compost does not. Goods does not. Is that correct, Matt?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matt, what are you going to do?
Oh golly. I will take that. Oh golly. I'm gonna take the 6.
Okay.
No,
6
sorry, hold
apiary.
on. I apologize. I might take 2. Gosh.
Oh, hi Jess.
Hi Jess. What did you have for lunch? Let us know.
I'll
Jess,
take
how are you?
the 2 apiary fruit.
Okay. That means everyone gets a 1 4 goods and compost. I'll be right back.
4 goods and a compost.
That was a 1.
1 4 goods and. Oop. I wanted to get something to. Okay. Don't forget, we are going to make it rain. So, 4 goods.
And do we do that now or?
1 2 3 4. After you do the 1 and 4 goods and a compost.
Yeah.
I will do. I have everything filled up in my 1. Oh no! What if I move it to a 2? No, I want to move it to a 3. Okay, sorry. This is still here. I'm doing your thing, John, where you forget. Where you, do a thing.
What?
You know how in Twa Dice, you're like, oh, wait, I'm going to change my mind. Wait, I did this. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, my sheet ends up looking all like scribbled up and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
asterisks everywhere.
Asterisks everywhere. Okay, so that's
One of the games I haven't got to play yet that I want to try is Twa Dice.
I really enjoy it.
We like it. We played it a bunch on stream.
bunch.
It was really good.
I try to play. I like roll and writes anyway, which is I think why we designed them. But in general, just for curiosity's sake, I guess research even, I like to play them. That's just the one I haven't played yet. I really like Rawrin, right?
Yes,
I think that one.
Dinosaur Island, Rawrin, right? That's right. That's right.
Like Hadrian's Wall, and those are
I
the
haven't
other
played
ones that generally
Hadrian's
come up a lot with.
I really
this
want to
one.
play Hadrian's Wall.
too.
Everything I've seen about that game looks like it. Even though it's a roll and write, it looks like it'd be like right up my alley.
Yeah, it really
looks cool.
We between there's certain ones come up all the time. Like whenever people talk about Three Sisters or Fleet Dice, our two main ones. Hadrian's Wall comes up, Ron Wright comes up, Twa Dice comes up, and we played Hadrian's Wall. It was excellent. And actually, I hope he doesn't embarrass him, but the designer of Hadrian's Wall liked Fleet Dice, which I thought was really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And he went like 5 steps farther.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Hadrian's Wall looks as complicated like this, but this really isn't complicated. It's just you got combos. But Hadrian's Wall is like complicated, and I really
it is. I really like it, but that's a really long teach.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, you've got to explain that. And you do the whole first sheet, you're like, I got it, and like, wait, and then the second sheet is like everything is its own. Like, holy cow, there's like 5 mini games on the second sheet. You're like, oh golly.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
It's great. It's a great game though. I really love it.
Yeah. I really can't wait to play it. Now everyone gets rain after you've done your one.
Let's go.
Compost. Oh yeah, I had a free action. Did I want it? Okay, no.
Rain. All right.
Oh, yes. Okay, I'm gonna use my 3 compost as a free action to get a daffodil, to get a shed, to finish my carving kit. Okay. And then we gotta rain everything. So let me see. I did not have anything here that I can rain. This is all done. This one I can do this and this, and that's done. And this one I'm going to get 3 goods. 2, 3, which gives me an. Okay, let me just make it rain here first before I do that. 2, 3. Okay. So then I'm gonna get 3 perennials. Iris. Okay. Daffodil. Oh, I get a shed action. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. And then a crocus, which gives me 1 more compost. And I get a shed action. Doesn't really help right now.
I get water. Yep.
Okay. And that's this, and then this one goes this. I've done that perennial. And this. And then this one gets this and this. Okay.
Free action, daffodil. Whoa, 4 victory
Ooh, I
points.
also get 1 free action. Ooh,
free action.
Do I get
I'm just saying things out loud so I remember them too.
I know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I had to do the same thing.
Oh yes, I have to do this.
Raspberries don't give me anything, but I can get 3 goods and 2 points anyways. Okay.
All right.
3. Okay.
Woo.
That is, that's the game.
That's a good combo right there.
It's a good combo. Yeah. Jay Foolsguard really likes Railroad Inc. I mean, Tantaralis on his stream went through every Railroad Inc. like expansion, played it once with the game, like with the chat, like did a stream by stream of every different Railroad Inc. there was and all the different challenges, and it was like incredible.
It's funny, out of all the roll and writes I played, that's the one that was the hardest for me because it's so wide open at first. Like I really need those restrictions to kind of guide me, and that it was a really fun game. But it's like when you start, you're like, you can go anywhere you want. And you're like, well, where do I want to go? And you're like, I don't know. And I just, I start drawing, and I have like, I second guess myself, like, I think I should have gone there, and then because there's nothing that it's just. Once you get into the middle and the end, then you're starting to get restricted, and you can actually. But I liked it a lot. It was a little. That one was tough for me to kind of. I needed that kind of those intermediary focuses to kind of grab my attention.
Yeah.
I'm better tactically than strategically, so I need those little burns throughout the course to kind of keep me in line.
Makes sense.
So, and then Ben, Ben, who I designed with, is also the opposite. He's incredibly strategic, so he's gonna house me again like that. Like I know going in, I'm drawing dead immediately, so I'm like, well, we'll try it, but so.
Jess, everyone's played except for Ray. Ray learned on stream, and yeah. So I hope after we do our scores, we'll talk about the game. So there's a little score box right here, which is really nice. We're gonna first count up all the scores that you've gotten from your garden. So every blue ribbon that you have finished on your plants. So I am going to take out my phone so that I'm not counting in other people's ears.
Oh, you're smart. I'm gonna do that too.
So Ben Osteen actually has a giant like calculator with big buttons, and that's what he uses for calculations and stuff. And I'm like, that's really smart.
That's fun.
A little bling to your game room.
I think that's it.
Some quiet time. And unfinished plants do not score, right, Matt?
Correct. Yep. Only the ones we got to the circle.
Excellent. So, I got 33 for Gordon.
Oh wow, really? Oh my goodness.
I finished some plants there.
Dang, you really did. I guess I went for a lot of pumpkins.
Yeah. Oh, I did too. I think I completed every pumpkin except in zone 6.
Wow. Wow.
Wow. Did you finish your carving kit, Panda?
I did. I finished the
Wow. All right. Because I got 51 in the garden, but it was at the cost of other things. So.
Hornet says Score Anything app works well for scoring multiple steps. That's interesting. Score Anything app. Okay, so now we have perennials. So whichever perennials you've gotten to the top, and I got the hydrangea and tulips. So that's 7 plus whatever, how many fruit I have.
Yeah, Jess, it is my first time playing against Panda in this, and I don't think I stand a chance, but I had fun.
The perennials are just like if you reach the top, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
So I reached the top of tulips, so I got more. I think I got 17 fruit, but it's max 15, so I got 15 for that, and 7, so I got 22 points for that one.
I got 21.
Nice.
Oh,
very nice. Next is apiary, and I got a big fat goose egg.
Me too.
Yeah.
Honk honk.
Honk honk. Goose in the chat. Honk honk honk.
Goose. Amanda, what'd you get for your garden?
33.
Oh, I got 30.
He's already competing with me, y'all. Already competing.
Let's go. Yeah, well, we play a lot of games together, so I'm always like,
That's true.
I gotta try to get you.
Very, very true.
Thank you, Jess. I appreciate it.
Ray, were you able to count your apiary?
Yes, I am all done with my apiary.
Okay. Matt, you're good?
I am.
Okay,
I got
now
13 in the apiary. So.
Nice.
Ooh.
So now it's fruit.
27.
Ooh, very nice. Wow. Fruit, these all count. So you don't get the last one you circled. You get everything that you've marked off, all of them. So I got 12 points. But then lastly is your shed.
I got 5 for that one. Oh wait, the raspberries give you 1. Right.
Yeah, the raspberries, don't forget, do give you points.
I got 8.
8, 3. That's 8. I said 3 because I was reading the 3 on my sheet.
The Nerd Shelves is here. How you doing?
Hi, what's up? Good to see you again.
You're just in time. No worries. Everyone lurks and works. It's all good. Matt, for my carving kit. So, I just start here and I just count how many pumpkins I have that are right next to each other in the longest line.
Exactly. It's your longest chain of completed pumpkins.
Okay.
So
So I start here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10!
Whoa.
So
Nice. I got 9.
So how much? Okay, so I have 33 for my shed. Whoa! Hi, thank you for the follow. Israel 1228. Welcome in. I'm Amanda Panda. I'm a primary board game streamer, just like my friend John, aka Book of Nerds. And we have a designer in the house, Matt Riddle, who designed this beautiful game with his co-designer Ben Petrak. And we have Ray, who is the in-house streamer, content creator for Check Games Edition, which is really awesome. And then we just count up our points, y'all. Count up your points.
All right, let's see.
Where does the fruit bowl go? Is that part of the shed?
It does. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's if you get to the circles on each of them, John.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I never, see it for my fruit bowl, I never use like a shed action. I use like extra actions from the stars. Because I thought it was a separate thing. Oops. Oh, well. Alright. So
Ooh! I'm at 900 followers! Oh my goodness!
Yo, let's go!
Almost 1,000.
Nice.
Thank you, everyone. That's so awesome.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
You almost gave me a heart attack though, because I thought you were going to say you got 900 points. I'm like, like what?
No. Okay, so I got 100 points.
Oh, nice.
What?
What? John's still calculating. Matt, what did you get? What was your final score?
120.
What?
Sorry.
Nice.
What? No, you're not sorry though. Like,
I have played a few times, so.
Oh, the Nerd Shells. This game is amazing. But hi, Tate. Thank you so much. Ray, what did you get?
I got 74.
That's good. That's
great.
It's your first game.
I got 93.
That's awesome. You got 93. Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. GG, everyone. Everyone,
GG.
put GG in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show off real quick. Book of Nerds bought me the set, and it doesn't look all that impressive until you tilt it. And I don't think. Yeah, there you go. You can see the pandas in the cup.
Oh,
you see
cute.
how that
That's really cool.
Wow.
Whoa.
So you
I'd love to take credit for that, but I didn't buy that for you.
No.
Somebody else.
Tom, not John.
Yo, that's
I'll
so
take credit
cool.
though. Yes,
credit.
I bought that for you. I hope you enjoy it, my friend. Love you very much.
Aw, thank you. PP says yes.
PP in the chat.
Yeah, so let's start with Ray. Ray, what did you think of that game?
I loved it. It was good combos, good for my brain. It's very satisfying. You did a great job of walking me through what exactly I had to do and when, so it got rid of a lot of the overhead of learning a game for the first time. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I know, I'm always like hyped about this game because it's just so combatastic. John, how do you like it the second time that you played it and got beat by the designer himself?
Well, I mean, if you're gonna get beat, you get beat by the designer, and that's pretty good. I feel.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it. Second time playing. The first time I didn't do so well because I missed a few things, but this time, like, I did my homework. I read the rules ahead of time again to refresh myself, and I came at it with a winner's attitude, and it paid off because, well, I wanted to break 100, but that's all right. I love this game. It's so many like great combos. It's just like when things fire off, it's like fireworks going off in your garden, which might be dangerous, but it is so awesome. It is so awesome. I love it. Great job, Matt. Great job.
Thank you. Thank you. Sincerely, thank you. And thank you all for playing with me. I had not got to play it yet since we designed it, so it was fun. Yeah, you don't get to play your own games as much as you think. So it's fun to get to, especially with you all. So and it's incredible. Panda, thank you so much for teaching. I mean, I felt guilty like watching someone else teach my game, but I'm like I couldn't do it. Like I had to I don't know how you could play and talk at the I mean, I'm like, I was like head down the whole time, kind of looking up to see if anybody was looking. So
it's all good.
It's incredible that you all can do this. I don't.
It's a lot of fun.
I could not. Let's put it that way. Thank you.
Well, you have skills in designing, so that we're very, very
I'll
grateful.
take it. Thank you. Thank you.
Coming up from Motor City Games is the game Motor City.
Motor City. That's our next one.
Nice.
Yeah, car plant.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's we call it game 3 of our loaded roll and write series. We consider Fleet Dice to be the game 1. That's Eagle Griffin, not us, but they've been good to us over the years. So, and then Three Sisters was the follow up to that. And frankly, Three Sisters was very much a if you played Fleet Dice, you can feel the DNA in Three Sisters from Fleet Dice, and that was purposeful. And we wanted to sort of grow a little bit, from Fleet Dice, which is very similar with the combos and the free actions, but it was a very basic dice draft, which we liked. That was purposeful, but we were excited to do a little bit more with Three Sisters. Motor City is a step a different direction. It's still very much a combo-driven game. It's still very much a we'll call it a Euro in a roll and write package, but it's probably more like we were talking about earlier with Hadrian's Wall, where it I was surprised because I think it's actually more straightforward than Three Sisters from a teaching perspective, but the weight is a little heavier in the sense that people that are testing it for us and playing it are saying that they consider it to be slightly above Three Sisters from a weight perspective, and I think it's simply because there's a bit more kind of zones you have to explain as far as how they start to, and then very much similar where you're do something here, get something here, go over there, do that thing, that kind of same feeling. So we're super excited. It'll be we're going to kickstart again, possibly for the last time if Kickstarter doesn't figure themselves out, but on March 8th, that'll be so coming up real soon. Like we just I'm hoping for a little bit of a break next time between Three Sisters or between Motor City and whatever's next, because I wrote the last Three Sisters update last week, so I get like 3 weeks off before I start writing updates again. So we'll see, but it's 'exciting. I mean,
good luck with that. That's super exciting.
That's awesome.
Thank you. I mean, it's been
nice.
And we've got. And if you're looking for Three Sisters, it's 25th Century Games has the retail, so it's full. He'll have full distribution, and then where you'd get their stuff any other time you can get it. So we're super excited about that, and we're working on other languages and all that kind of stuff. So it's cool.
Awesome.
I'll have to get it. I really liked it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We converted Ray into
yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Welcome
Success.
in,
we did it.
Yes. The game within the game that we all play, the meta game. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, Duchess. Thank you so much for the raid. We are just finishing up. Welcome in. What were you all playing? Hello, Soften Your Razor, Duchess. Good to see you, Lift Day, everybody. Jess, no worries. Yeah, plug your channel. We'll be playing it on my channel next week. Yes, Motor City, we will be playing it on Jess CC's channel. I do believe we're playing it with Aaron from Game Enthuse, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to shout you out one more time, Jess, for the Raiders that are not following you, which I don't know why, because Jess is awesome. She plays Roll and Writes with the chat and has a monthly tournament of Can't Stop Express. So
Jess is awesome, and I know they're playing Motor City on Wednesday at 2:30. So I'm gonna try to. It's during my work day, but I'm gonna figure out how to get in there, at least watch. I'll lurk. What do you call it?
Lurk.
You got it. You got the window. Lurk and work.
Okay. All right.
11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. Do the lurk and work and everything. There's Jess playing on BGA sometimes. We are going to go ahead and let's see. I'm gonna move on to this scene. Okay, so Ray, can you give us a schedule breakdown for CG or Ray's retros? Plug yourself.
Yeah, sure. So hi, my name is Ray. I am the in-house Twitch streamer for Czech Games Edition, which is the publisher behind Codenames and Galaxy Trucker and Lost Ruins of Arnak and all those things. I stream regularly every week, 3 times a week. I stream Tuesdays. This is all Eastern time. So it's Tuesdays in the morning at 11 a.m., Thursdays in the afternoon at 2 p.m., and then Fridays at varying times depending on if I'm bringing on some of the Czech team members or if I'm just streaming with US people. Streaming with people 8 hours in the future is always a fun challenge that I get to deal with on a weekly basis. And then if you want to see me in a non-board game work context, I do stream on twitch.tv/RaisRetros, which is just my for fun channel that I run by myself for myself, where I sit down every Sunday night and play a retro video game from my childhood. I am actually, since we talked about it earlier, currently in the very beginning stages of my Earthbound playthrough. So if you want to see that weird surrealist SNES game I was talking about, and listen to me rant about how much I love it, I'll be on that channel this Sunday night. So
awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm up to.
Yay. John, what about you? What's going on for Book of Nerds?
Yeah, you can find me here on Twitch on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays with Amanda on her channel, and Saturdays back on my channel where I do a show called Cribbage and More with my wife Lorena. We play cribbage and then another board game, and we're also always raising money for Extra Life, which is an amazing charity where gamers sign up to play games for 24 hours and raise money for their local children's hospital.
That's awesome.
We've been doing it for 10 years, so this will be our 11th year. And then we do it for Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, which is an amazing place where kids get help. So check that out. And yeah, if you find me out there on the internet, it's always Book of Nerds. And one more thing, I'm also on the 5 by podcast, which is an amazing podcast where 5 different reviewers every episode give 5 different reviews of board games in 5 minutes or less. And that's always a great podcast. We had just had another one that came out where we added a new contributor, Jose.
Yes,
you might know from the chat, Sir Bearsworth. Yeah, Twitch's own Sir Bearsworth is on there now. So yeah, check that podcast out. And I just wanted to say that I'm glad I could now follow. I know about your channel, Ray, your retro channel.
Yeah.
Because I love retro games, but I mean, to me, they were the games. I'm a bit older, so those are the games I played.
Yeah.
Those are my childhood games, are your retro games. But I love that so much because some of those games are kind of timeless, like Chrono Trigger. I feel a lot of the sprite-based games are just they've held up really well.
Yeah. Oh, we'll definitely come hang out. I need more people to gush to about SNES.
Of course,
games, so come hang out.
And John, don't forget about J Squared with you and Jess sometimes on Thursday mornings, right?
Yeah, next week we're going to have a J Squared episode. Me and Jesse CG are teaming up for some streams, and next week we're having L Firespray join us for a little.
They're copying me and Phantom. What? Just saying.
Oh, it was so loud. Oh no, I was like, what happened? Yeah, we totally ripped off Amanda's Panda and Phantom show. It's an homage to yours. But yeah, so we're gonna do that next week. So join us for that on Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah, often imitated, never duplicated. That's right. And then for me, I have started the raid. We are going to be raiding into Meeple Grande, who's doing a BGA night. So if you have BGA, you can play with them. But what's going on for me is in an hour or two, I will be joining Phantom Meeple on his channel. Please follow him. We are going to be playing Zokin and really melting our brains out a little bit with Zokin on BGA. And then yeah, it's an oldie, but it is a brain melty. Yes.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It is a good one. And then I will be this weekend. Kentucky Fried Dice is doing a charity stream for Girls Who Code. So I'm going to be joining that as well for some code names. And right there is that is Phantom Meeple playing Feast for Odin on VGA, because this whole month he's playing a lot of board game streamers. So there is that. And then last but definitely not least, I have my Sunday video game streams. Yes, I'm starting video games. I'm doing my last Slay the Spire for a little while, and then I'm going to go into an indie RPG stream game. That's going to be a lot of fun. So please join me for that.
Do you know what you're going to play?
It's
what is it?
It's called. It's Roken. I forgot what. I'll post it. I'll post it.
I'll just have to watch the stream. I'll just have to come check it out. I'm excited.
We've gone and raided.
Thank you everyone for watching the VOD. Who's watching afterwards? Have a great evening. Thank you everyone. Bye.
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 Bye.